Ran on CNN every 20 minutes. You couldn't find it?
No. Now that I know, I'll go look at CNN. But I understand he said,
You heard about the story, Eddie, didn't you? About Coke? The allegations from former employees?
Oh, wait, is this... I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, the news director is asking me about the story, and I tell him I don't know, and he's making fun of me.
I didn't make fun of you. I just said, where did you hear about it?
Oh, no. Oh, you're the news director. Do you know about the story?
Here's an idea. How about you flip on CNN when you're sitting in the office?
What's a thought?
So you don't have the story?
No, I'll find it.
All right, crank the air down. Dan, what does L.A. want?
She needs to talk to you. Sorry, man.
What is it, sweetie?
Oh, you put me on the air again?
What?
I just wanted to ask a simple question.
What?
I just got in the house, right? Can I open up at the back door, or I'm going to set off the alarms again?
Are you in the house now?
Yeah.
Well, then you're not going to set off the alarm.
Okay, so you didn't set the alarm?
Are you in the house?
Yep.
Is the alarm going off?
No, I didn't open any doors, though. Because
Are you in the house?
Yeah.
Then you didn't set off the alarm.
Well, I did last night.
You were in the house when I set the alarm.
I'll call you later. Be good, okay?
I hate to put her through. I just had to.
Like the other day when Maury did his commercial.
Yeah.
Why'd you let that guy talk about the car alarms? It was a boring topic. It was a commercial there. Oh. And then she turns and talks to the studio audience through the glass. And as a reminder not to try to jump in there. She's so sweet.
I want to go talk to those people in there.
No, she just... Ow.
Hey, you people in there, why don't you... Jesus!
I have to put little stickers on the windows when she's around.
Little flowers.
Oh, man.
We're driving home from the store last night, and she goes...
Can only imagine. Okay.
She goes, I don't know why you obsess so much about your yard, because I told her there's still a lot of yard work to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you obsess so much about your yard. Look there, it looks great. And when it does, doesn't it? This is my house over here.
She didn't. Oh, Lord. So you guys go shopping together now? You just got back from the store.
I had to pick up some stuff.
Okay.
Grocery store or out shopping?
That's shopping. I thought is that new? Because that shirt, I've never seen that one. You went clothes shopping with her.
Possibly.
No, not possibly. That's a new shirt.
I needed some new shirts.
And she helped you pick them out. She decorating the house yet?
No. No reason to. She's leaving tomorrow.
Oh. If I open up the door, will it set off the alarm? How'd you get in the house? I don't know.
What she's talking about is... Did she just call back? What did she say?
Why you guys making fun of me? I never been out the front door.
There's a reason for that.
She said, I'm standing here yelling at the radio. She's so sweet.
See, we were already in bed the other night, and I had set the alarm on instant. Right. So the second the door is open, it goes off. Mm-hmm. Not like the 30 seconds you have to shut it off.
Right.
It immediately goes off and the alarm company calls. So that's what she was probably thinking.
Oh, you had set the alarm and she went out to smoke or what?
Yes.
So she stepped out the back door, the alarm goes off.
Right.
Okay.
She freaks out because not only do the alarms go off the little panels by the doors, the great big siren in the attic goes off as well.
Right.
But she's very sweet.
She's a very sweet person. And you've been clothes shopping with her. That's very nice. Did she pick that out? Because it's nice.
I needed some new shirts.
Okay. Very domestic stuff you guys are doing together.
She just said you need some other shirts other than those, all the cop T-shirts you got. And I went, you know what? You're right.
Okay. Did you make sure you got your veggies today? I'm just funny.
Your yard looks great.
Yeah.
If I lived there, it would.
Yeah. A couple doors down. But dang, she's sweet.
And hot.
Mm. That's right. Hot.
You ready to start?
If you'd like. First break, I'll go look for the Coke story.
Oh, I didn't give you the whole thing. Former Coke employees made allegations that former Coke employees made allegations that Coke, I forget.
Something about shipping sodas from one store to another.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Does the guy on line 1 have the story down? Is this something else?
It's one of my stringers.
Your yard looks great. How come all those people in that other room look shiny?
I'll jump in there and ask them.
I think I will. You bastard.
That's good.
She left today to go out for a shoot. Mm-hmm. Dan, hotline's ringing. Tell her to hold on. So I watched one of the DVDs with her in it with her sound on. Mm-hmm. She does the same thing in the movies that she does in real life.
As far as
talking nasty in bed. You bastard. Blank my nasty blank. Stuff like that.
And you're like, I've heard all this. Been there.
Yeah.
Been there for it.
All right, let me grab this and we'll start news. Okay. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, Russ, I work for Coca-Cola.
Yes.
They're currently under a lawsuit pending for unfair hiring practices for hiring the white guys who play golf with the senior management only.
That's not the story I heard today.
Well, they're also, Damon mentioned the product shipping.
Yes, that
They would take a product that is about to expire.
Right.
Or has expired. They'll take it off the shelves and move it to pretty much anywhere they can, just that way they could sell it. They don't care that it's expired or not.
So they're shipping it, allegedly shipping it from white neighborhoods to black and Hispanic neighborhoods.
Oh, yes.
Which I believe is an excellent marketing tool.
Oh, yeah, why not? As long as it sells, nobody cares.
Now, we don't know if this is true or not. Those are just allegations by former employees.
Of course. And I'm a current employee, so...
Are you privy to this information? And we, of course, must say at this point that we don't know if Mark really works for Coke or not. He could just be Could be another disgruntled thing. Yeah, you can work for DP. We don't know. True.
I wouldn't work for them.
Well, I know, but we don't know that. What's the cop doing out in the lobby?
Constable. Don't know.
Is he serving anything?
It appears to be. There's some paper.
Close the blinds, Eddie.
Well, it's not for me.
Why would you be being served? What happened to the rest of the blinds? Did somebody break them?
Yeah. Oh, they're there.
Oh, all right. Are you sure it's a constable?
Mm-hmm.
Not a cop?
It says constable. He's talking to Chaz now.
Oh. Yeah, it's probably for him. You go out there and find out what's going on.
No.
Go on, you're not in trouble.
I don't know that.
You're the news director. Go find out what's going on.
I don't know that I'm not in trouble. There's all sorts of things that happen.
Look through the blinds and see what's going on now.
Just talking. He handed Chaz some paper.
Yeah. Now what's he doing?
Just talking.
Yeah.
Not arresting him. So.
Constables, I don't think arrest. They just serve, don't they? Oh, can they? Execute judge orders? Judgment, stuff like that? Is he still out there?
Yeah.
No handcuffs?
No, not yet.
Damn.
Phew, that's not for me.
All right. You ready to start? Hey, what did L.A. want when she called earlier, Dan?
She was telling me that she had been seeing that story about Coca-Cola on CNN.
Yeah, I told you. It ran all day today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can tell you the whole story today.
I just thought it was an obscure story. I looked at all my odd websites. I didn't go to CNN.
No, it wasn't obscure. So that's a pretty big deal when a major bottler is accused of taking good product or product that's theoretically about to go past its sell-by date and shipping it other places. Which I still think is a great idea.
It's not a great idea.
Why not?
Why would you? That you just discard the product? Why would you sell it?
Yeah, you still sell it. Look, shiny people. Flat, shiny people. What is that? Those are pictures.
They're moving.
Yeah.
Television. Okay.
You guys have everything. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
324, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with news.
Thank you. News brought to us by Bridgestone Firestone, the new Turanza LS. It grips wet roads even when the tread wears down. Visit your local Bridgestone retailer today. A grip on the future. And by WB33 News at 9, from the first poll to the final zip. Finding jeans that fit can be frustrating, but don't despair. Victoria Snee has successful shopping secrets tonight on WB33 News at 9.
Shopping for pants for chicks?
Apparently. From the first pull to the final zip, finding jeans that fit can be frustrating. Don't despair. That Victoria Snee is on the case. Yeah.
It's still television sweeps in it.
Yeah, they're pulling out.
Yeah.
Tuesday, May 21st, 2002. Birthdays today go to Mr. T. He's 50, and Leo Sayer is 54. Millions of older men taking the annual prostate cancer test may be relieved to know that with the low readings, they no longer need to repeat the test annually. Prostate cancer is...
All right, stop. All right, I'll bite. Are you making this up?
Prostate cancer is second only to lung cancer as far as killing men. Blood tests determine the level of the prostate-specific antigen, the PSA test we took.
Where did this story come from?
As long as that's low, CNN.com.
One moment. Daniel?
Yes, sir?
Could you see if you could hunt down the Dr. Bobo Fettner for me, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
So if you have a score below 4 and it maintains, you don't need
Anybody get their blood work back yet?
I didn't.
Normally, we get, stuff back the next day from them, don't we?
Yeah. I guess we just haven't called. Then we can find out what our stuff is. So from 0 to 3, you're okay. If it's above 4, your PSA is above 4, you need to have further exams. Otherwise, you really don't need to have a finger every year now, they say.
Or the blood work.
Or the blood work.
Well, what?
Every other year's fine.
I just got tested 8 months apart. And so did you guys.
Mm-hmm. He must like us.
So he didn't tell you about that little bump he felt on your prostate?
He told me about it, but we're going to wait to look at the blood workup to see if my number's gone up from last time. Then we need to do some.
Your PSA?
My PSA's gone up. Then we need to do further look. But he said it was very slight. But if it's something, at least we found it early.
All right, go ahead.
FBI has learned members of the Al-Qaeda network had discussed the idea of renting apartments in the U.S. and rigging them with explosives. Agents did not specify, again here, any complex city or state, and officials had no indication the plan went beyond the discussion stage. With thousands of apartments in the U.S., that's not much to go on. Still, the FBI sounded a cautious alarm. You notice now they're alarming every day because, they're pointing the finger back.
Did you hear about the thing right before, I think it happened about 2:40? New York police issued a terrorist alert for landmarks in New York. You missed that?
No, yeah.
Yeah, of course you did.
I was getting ready with
a terrorist alert for landmarks in New York.
It happened at 2:40. I was putting on.
Did you not have CNN on in the office?
I wasn't in the office. I was in this room back here doing the audio.
Okay.
Sorry.
The one person is supposed to... I knew it.
You drive in the car in the way in.
I saw it on TV.
Put the radio on.
Actually, so it would have been about 2:30 if I saw it on TV. What?
Missed it by that.
No, by this.
First break, I'll go get all this stuff ready. 22-year-old Great Falls man shot off his right testicle over the weekend while stuffing a .40 caliber semi-automatic handgun into his waistband. He was upset he and a buddy had been cut in a bar fight. Several friends, including the 22-year-old, were in the parking lot looking for the guys and then decided, never mind. So the guy shoved the gun into his waistband. It went off, shot off his testicle and part of his penis.
Good. They arrest him?
No, they let him go. They said that considering the circumstances, they weren't going to arrest him.
So you can get out of trouble if you shoot off one of your
testicle, apparently.
Good to know.
They initially thought of ticketing the man for disorderly conduct, but under the circumstances, won't.
Good.
Okay, not sure if we needed any serious study to prove this, but the Global Road Safety Partnership has now declared Asians are the worst drivers in the world. They based that on traffic deaths. Now, part of the problem, of course, is poor road maintenance in the rural areas of Asia and people using pickup trucks like buses. But the report said reckless driving takes most of the blame. 44% of traffic deaths were Asian, and it's not just because Asia has most drivers. For example, China has 83,000 traffic deaths compared to 97,000 for the U.S., but we have 10 times the cars.
So they did a survey to figure out Asians can't drive.
There's these Global Road Safety Partnerships. Spent money to...
All you got to do is go down to the Royal Golden Japanese Super Buffet.
Yeah.
Or Chinese or whatever, and just sit there in the parking lot and look at all the dinged up cars. They can't drive.
When you first said that, I thought, he's just being smart. But you're right. I don't know what it is. Something in their psyche. Actor and comedian Tom Green's appearance at a Central Iowa dance club turned ugly when the bar patrons booed him off the stage. Green was greeted warmly at first by the club goers at Coconut Joe's Thursday night, but by the end of the stint, he was not funny and they booed him out. And this is audio.
I bet he commits suicide in the next 2 years.
Can you imagine? He said that's happened several times now, that his act just isn't funny.
Well, he had the thing, was it MTV?
Mm-hmm.
He had that, and I guess that was going over well. Then he got cocky, decided he was going to start doing movies.
Yeah.
Married Drew Barrymore. That crapped. His Freddie got fingered, literally.
Worst movie.
Crapped. And now he's getting booed out of, is it Comedy Club?
Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he kills himself.
It'd be fun. Remember what I asked you before? That word that Kathy Lee Crosby says. Can we say that or not? She's talking about animals doing it.
I don't think it matters.
Okay. Then don't play cut number 2, play cut number 1.
All right.
That's Incredible. The reunion airs tonight on ABC TV. In this cut, Kathy Lee Crosby says That's Incredible was a groundbreaking show. Cut number 1.
I mashed it.
It was truly the first reality show that was entertainment as well as...
You call Fettner yet?
Just a moment.
Who were you on the phone with for 15 minutes?
I'm trying to take care of something for you.
All right.
No, I got a call back from somebody I called earlier about something for you. So we're taking care of that.
All right.
Reality. It wasn't mean, which is what I loved about it. I mean, it wasn't mean-spirited at all. And it was...
She was Wonder Woman for a while.
Was she?
Mm-hmm. Before Linda Carter.
I did not know that.
She wasn't very good.
No.
Really funny.
There we go. And cut number 3, Tom Cruise, Vanilla Sky, by the way, coming out on DVD, and he looks back at his career in cut number 3.
I was talking to someone that interviewed me for TAPS, and it was 20 years ago around this time. And I thought, wow, man, 20 years ago, you know. And it makes you sit back and look at what are some of the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to produce movies.
How short is he? Like super short?
He's plenty short.
5'9". He's a little shorter than I am. I like that.
Is he really?
Uh-huh.
Because I heard a quote from Nicole Kidman that said once she broke up with him, she could go back to wearing high heels, which I thought was a nice little slam.
That's a good...
So he's about this tall?
Yeah, I like that, yeah.
Good. Punk. Little pussy punk. That's what he gets for being good looking. God always gets you for being good looking. You don't get it all. Probably got 3 balls.
Or 1.
One of those penises that curves around a corner.
Has he ever been naked in anything?
All the right moves.
All the right moves.
They show his Crankosaurus?
Yes.
They showed his weenie?
Yes.
Ew.
That was at least 20 years ago.
Does it curve around a corner?
I didn't stare at it.
What do they call it? Bent nail syndrome?
Yeah.
Yeah. You bang chicks around the corner, they never see you.
Okay. We're done. I guess we can wrap it up.
I wonder if you could give a chick an orgasm if you've got a severe case of the bent nail syndrome. Because you ain't going straight like you're supposed to.
I think.
You're just kind of pooching out her hips.
Well, because the G-spot is into the side, maybe it's even better.
I don't think the G-spot's into the side.
Uh-huh. It's up inside.
When you go in and hang her right?
Yeah. Or left, I can't remember. I don't really care.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, if he's got the bent nail, all he's got to do is, flip her one way or the other. He'll hit it.
He'll nail the G-spot. Yeah, G-spot's one side or the other. Huh?
L.A. was telling me it was you go into the garage and then you look straight up and back over your head a little bit.
Oh. Shows what I know.
That's what I've always thought.
Yeah. It's not off.
Why would it be in a hip socket?
I thought
it's not off to the right.
Why is ours
That's where
up the prostate place?
I didn't build the damn thing.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's not off to the right. That's where the fuse box is.
Oh.
If you go into the garage.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
I'm on hold for Fettner.
Oh.
There.
Yeah, I want to know if we're not supposed to be taking prostate tests, but every 2 years, why he came in 8 months later.
Well, I guess he wants to be safe.
It's not really that bad. Thank God it doesn't last that long.
No.
And he's got the quick finger.
It
but
does.
Damn, he's got big fingers.
It does make you tear up, though.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
He's got little things hanging off his wrist. Little things that are big that you wouldn't want in your ass.
You don't. That's the last place you want them. All right, Thursday night from 9 to 11, it's a Jose Cuervo Señorita Showdown in Arlington. Keep listening to 105.3 FM Talk to find out exactly where. I'll be out there with the Bod Squad Bikini Contest. That's Thursday, 9 to 11. I'm J.D. Ryan. I'm the Talk that Rocks Texas.
Name. Contest. $500.
Oh, that's right. The Buddy Contest.
Why is it I got to remind you guys every single day about this crap?
I've had a bad day. I'm not
What's
prepared.
wrong with your day? Which line, Dan?
Line 9.
Who is it?
Dr. Fettner.
All right, you're on
I locked
hold.
myself out of my bedroom. I had to drive all the way to
Why'd you
Fort
lock
Worth.
yourself out of the bedroom?
I always lock my bedroom to keep my kid out of it.
And you?
And, this time I...
All right, hold on. Let me talk to Fettner.
All right.
Dr. Fettner.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What is this about this new survey we hear that says you ain't got to get your beehole checked but every couple of years?
No, every year, not every 2 years.
JD, what's the story?
All right. Hold on. It's right up here.
One moment, please.
It says, millions of older men taking annual prostate tests may be relieved to know that with low readings, they no longer need to repeat the test annually. Prostate cancer is second only to lung cancer, blah, blah, blah. The higher the score of the PSA, the more likely a man is to develop prostate cancer. A score of 4 or higher is considered to be a level which further testing needs to be done. This is from the University of Colorado.
Yeah. What about that?
You sure it's not from Easttown Osteopathic, huh?
No.
Huh? No, we do it once a year. And the other thing that's so important is the rate of change of PSA. That's something you ought to talk over and over. Lots of guys go in and get the numbers, and they're told by the doctor if it's under 4, don't worry about it. But if it jumps like 0.75 in a year, that's what tips us off for a biopsy. So it's the rate of change every year that you're interested in.
All right. So based on your 20-some-odd years of playing with peepees, you'd say it's necessary.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
What, has our blood work come back yet?
Yeah, you guys look good. Russ was the winner, of course. His cholesterol was low. His HDL was high.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good
What was my cholesterol?
It was around the 170 range, as I recall.
170?
Yeah.
Why would it jump 30 points?
Well, that's still good, though. Anything under 2.
Oh, I ate that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a good number. I think Dan was the worst. He was 290. Well, I don't know if you want this on the air.
You want this off the air, Dan? Tell me
Too late now.
I can hit the delay.
8 times.
Your ponytail will come back.
He was under 300, but he was pretty high. He was 290-something.
Dan don't want to take the Lipitor because it'll rot out his liver.
I know. We need to, I think his liver's okay. I don't know what you want me to say on the air, but...
Come on, Dan, take the Lipitor.
Well, I quit drinking. I guess I could.
His liver was okay.
Yeah. Now, what all did you check when you checked our blood? Did you check for, I meant to...
Yeah, all your PSAs were good.
Yeah.
Everybody passed that.
Okay, good.
What about that lump on JD's man in his beehole?
Yeah, well, he's got a little firmness. He's got to be watched. But his PSA was okay.
See, that means you're all right?
Yeah, but two of them, I think three of you guys are high on the cholesterol side. Dan was the highest.
I know it ain't me.
JD's high, but his liver functions are off a little.
They are?
So he got to get off the booze,
Okay.
And,
my liver functions were really bad?
Not real bad. Tiny bit off. And then Eddie, I think, a little high on the cholesterol, too,
Eddie knows that.
Yeah.
Even his own doctor told him to knock it off.
Yeah, so Russ has got the deal. I don't know. He's got good genes, I guess. And
I eat crap every day.
Vegetables. Really?
I eat broccoli and protein every day.
You need to thank your parents because you got good numbers. A real high HDL. You got real good numbers.
What, did you check us for AIDS, by the way?
No, I didn't, huh?
Do you still have the blood?
I doubt it.
I'd like to get an AIDS test.
Yeah, you got to sign a release, but we can do that.
So you need more blood?
Yeah, we probably need more blood for HIV.
Can you tell is my cholesterol down or up? About the same?
That I've got to jump on the computer and check. I got to get back with you.
You're sick.
I'm not sick.
I think seems like yours was in the not too bad, but above what diet would correct, like 240s, 235, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's down. It was almost 300 at one point.
That don't make no difference.
It's down.
You're still close to stroking out, baby.
I'm not close to stroking out.
All right, well, I'll come by and I'll give some more blood so you can check my AIDS.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Good to talk to you.
All right, the very lovely Dr. Fettner over at Medical City, Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that story today. Break bad, Eddie?
Yes.
All right. I'll make this quick then. I heard that story today. It says, if you have low levels, only get it every couple of years. I'm kind of cool with doing it every year because it's so quick that, the blood, as much as I hate having anybody draw blood for any reason, makes you feel better about stuff.
Nice. Yeah, just let you know. You're good to go.
You're not.
I am. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
He said I was, except for my liver function. And
your liver function and your cholesterol's too high. And you got a bump inside your beehole.
It's coming down. It's coming down. It's doing good. You can still die of a heart attack with a low cholesterol. Don't be too cocky. Of course, your parents are old. They're still alive.
What's that got to do with it?
Genes, and it has a lot to do with it. We have heart disease in my family.
Oh.
No cancer, but heart disease.
And the way you eat?
I eat very good.
You eat like...
You don't have your mind. You almost said it, didn't you?
Break.
Tether fork, we gonna tether fork the mother sucker. Tether fork, sucker.
How we want the bump. Get about the bump. How we bump. You gotta have the bump.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right.
Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right, let's do a check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks White Lightning.
Live, Megan Russell, this report brought to you by WB 33 News at 9. From the first pull to the final zip, finding jeans that fit can be frustrating, but don't despair. Victoria's Knee has successful shopping secrets tonight on WB 33 News at 9. Also brought to you by Smirnoff Ice. Southbound Loop 12 at Union Bower. Watch out for delays due to a minor accident. Northbound Loop 12 at the Northwest Highway exit. Construction on the exit ramp and on the service road is causing a slowdown back onto Loop 12. And Mid-Cities westbound Highway 114 from O'Connor to Walnut Hill. The left lane is closed due to ongoing construction. That would cause a bit of a delay. And the road work on eastbound 635 LBJ at 161 and President George Bush Turnpike. That's blocking the left lane. This report brought to you by the Dallas Morning News. Get yourself a new job. Now finding work in DFW is even easier with Working Smart, a new help-wanted newspaper published by the Dallas Morning News. Look for it in your area today. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM. White. Like it.
All right, thank you, Jonathan. Partly cloudy, mild tonight, 62 for the overnight low, warming up a little bit tomorrow. Partly cloudy, breezy, and about 81. We're at 77 degrees right now at the Talk That Rocks, Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
Yeah. Which printer do you print stuff on in the back?
I go to the 8,000. The 4,000's out of toner.
I don't see an 8,000. I found a Coke story. I'm going to try and print it from in here. But
Thank you.
Well, I don't say out there.
Which one do you have?
I don't find it.
The 4,000 or 8,000 would be readable.
There's no 8,000 on here.
What is on
I got 4,000 PCL. Okay. I got 4,000 PCL6. I got 4,000 PS. I got HP LaserJet 3 SI.
Pick one of the 4,000s. I don't know.
There. We'll see if it prints later.
Just for interest sake, where'd you find it?
It's a story by the AP.
Okay, it's on AP then. I just looked at CNN, and because you said you saw it on CNN, I went to the CNN website. Nothing.
Would you like me to read it to you?
Please.
All right. So several employees of Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola company, have accused the soft drink maker of repackaging nearly out-of-date soda cans and bottles and then reselling them at stores in minority neighborhoods.
That's not good.
Which we've deemed an excellent marketing tool.
No, you did.
No.
I didn't.
Coca-Cola officials deny the allegations.
What?
Calling the former employees a bunch of lying. I'll pay the dollar.
Okay.
Coca-Cola officials deny the allegations, which they said were not brought to their attention internally. One worker who made deliveries to stores in predominantly white and black Dallas neighborhoods said the practice was widespread and well known when he started working as a Coca-Cola merchandiser in 1993. See, how do you prove any of this?
Yeah.
And even if they're making it up, the damage they've done already, even if Coke comes back and they're absolutely exonerated and none of this ever happened, there's still going to be that thing in the back of people's minds. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They lowered the price and shipped them to the black and Hispanic area stores, Hamilton told the Associated Press on Sunday. It was common knowledge that we'd recycle it to that neighborhood. For example, he said, about to expire 2-liter containers of Coke that sold for $1.19 were marked down to $6. I'd buy that.
Yeah,
marked down to 69 cents.
How old does a can of Coke have to be before it expires? I thought that stuff lasts forever.
Yeah, would you really know? I guess maybe the carbonation.
Yeah.
That would be it.
I guess.
See if there's anything else in here of consequence. Bob Lydia, president of the Dallas branch of the National Association for Advancement of Colored People, said the organization is still investigating the allegations. I can't find it on here, but Coke said the accusations were without merit. So there's the balance. Yes, Chris?
Hey, Russ.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I got some guys together here. We pulled some money, about $1,500 to give to the Listeners Foundation.
Where'd you get the cash?
We all pulled together at work.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Yeah, they had a stipulation that they wanted to go along with it.
Which is? Which one is that?
The one that L.A. left in there.
There's not one in there.
Oh, I thought I heard her say that she left.
Thanks. Nice try, though. You can beat me. You can't beat the delay.
He called 3 times.
That's okay. Doesn't make any difference.
Trying to get through.
He got his punchline out. I hit the delay. Nobody heard it.
Oh.
That makes me laugh. All right, we'll take this. And then, Dan, did you ever call, before I get too far and forget, did you ever call University of North Texas for me?
Yes, I called the University of North Texas for you.
Thank you.
They sent me.
Well, hold on a second. Let me take this call. I want to know what the disposition of the phone call was.
All right.
I want to get an honorary degree.
Oh, that'd be very nice.
Yeah. I was thinking about going back to college and just finishing. I figured this would be quicker.
Oh, yeah.
What is it, Robert?
I was just going to tell you, Russ, I used to work for a beer company, and I don't want to say which one because they're still around. But,
okay.
They all used to do that same thing that Coke does about, changing the stuff in the stores.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to move it when it was getting close to out of date. We'd move it just to get it off of the, to sell it quick like that.
Ship it all to the minority neighborhoods?
Just different areas, wherever it would sell best. If you get rid of it in a couple of days or like overnight or a day, just move it.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Still don't understand. Why don't they just discount it in store 10?
I don't know. Or take it to, you know how like you got the day-old bread store?
Yeah.
That's where my parents, fresh bread.
The thrift, yeah.
We'd have to steal it.
The thrift store, yeah.
Yeah. The thrift store, you go in there and you get day-old bread or whatever. We never got fresh baked goods. That was half the fun, is picking the crap off the bread that you weren't sure was originally there when it was baked.
Your mother did not do that.
I swear to Jesus.
All right.
We always shopped at the thrift store. Well, we didn't pay retail for anything.
That's good. Look at the lessons it taught you.
Look at the lessons I've had to outgrow to where I don't like to spend money on anything. Or crappy clothes, crappy socks, ratted out shoes.
You have a beautiful home, nice cars.
It took me a long time to finally stop and break out of that mold and spend stuff on myself. Sears, what was the Sears discount store?
The one in Garland?
No, I think we drove down to the when the Sears, the great big Sears stores near downtown Dallas.
Yeah.
They had like a ratted out section we shopped in. Go-karts with 3 wheels, crap like that.
Yeah, they have one in Garland.
Do they really?
Oh, every refrigerator, washer, dryer we ever had a huge dent in it, door missing, stuff like that.
Dead kid.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, it would be a discount.
Something like that. How do we get off on that? Oh, Coke. Discount Coke.
Coke, yeah.
All right. Yes, Chris?
Yes, sir. The same thing about that Coke deal. The minorities are picketing out in front of Coke right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Maybe they give them some free.
Yes, sir. Trying to get trying to get more minority people into management. John Wiley Price is involved and all that.
Well, of course he is. If this is really going on, I'm not shocked.
Right. But,
forget about putting people in management that are qualified.
Yes.
Let's make sure they're qualified and black. Otherwise, we don't like them.
Yes.
That's retarded. Thank you. I couldn't care less what color you are as long as you can do the job. Why don't they do this stuff in the medical community? We got to have X amount of black doctors. And Eddie, don't tell me they do, because that's going to piss me off, and I'll forget to ask Dan about my degree. Or why do we have, X amount of Asian doctors or whatever? I don't want some guy in there just because he's trying to meet some racial quota. I want the best guy in there to do the job. Yeah. If he happens to be black, great.
That's how they do it a lot of times to get them into the schools.
What's that?
They choose a portion of them based on economics and color. So you may get into medical school because you're black or Hispanic or Eskimo or whatever, even though your grades aren't as good as or because your family doesn't make as much money as the white kid who gets.
But you still got to pass all the same tests, right?
Yeah.
All right.
The airlines have been there with chicks the last few years.
What's that?
If you're a chick with fewer hours, you'd be hired over a guy with more hours because they needed more female pilots. So there for a while, it was literally, if you're a chick and had like 1,000 hours, you'd get hired on by major airlines. I don't want to quote any, but.
Let me turn the mics off. Tell me. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Those are big airlines.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never fly them again. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dan, what did UNT say? Forget the Coke thing. I'm bored with it.
Okay. I called the university and talked to the president's office.
Yes.
And
who's the president of UNT now?
I have no idea. I just talked to the president's office.
All right.
They didn't answer with his name.
You're sure that you really called?
I didn't talk to the president. No, They sent me 3 pages of stuff on the basic qualifications.
What did you tell them? They answered the phone and they said, President's Office, UNT. And you said?
I said, my name's Dan Lewis. I'm with the Russ Martin Show. Russ never finished his degree. He would like to get his degree. He would like to get an honorary degree.
Yes. Something nice.
Something nice. And fortunately, the young lady that I talked to listens to the show, so she was familiar with you right away.
Okay.
And you're going to have to jump through a couple of hoops.
No hoops for me. I'd like the degree. Could I choose the degree that I get? Or is it just kind of like a blanket honorary degree?
No. You'll get an honorary bachelor's is about the best you can do. Because you don't already have a bachelor's, so technically you don't qualify for a doctorate.
Well, once I get the honorary bachelor's, can I get the honorary doctorate later?
Yeah, it's something you can work on later, I'm sure.
All right.
You've got to qualify your way up the ladder.
What I got to do?
Well, first of all, you have to have a distinguished record and achievement in scholarship, research, creative arts, science, humanities, or education.
Creative arts?
You've got the show.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, that's one.
Distinguished accomplishments in a professional or occupational field. That's radio.
Yeah, distinguished accomplishments. Yeah, you're number one.
You're number one.
Okay.
Very distinguished.
Oops, wrong button. Yes.
A distinguished and outstanding record in community and social services or philanthropy.
What does it mean?
The foundation qualifies you, the Listeners Foundation.
For what?
Philanthropy. Being a good guy, giving back to the community, to the people as a whole.
You are philanthropic. You give back to the community. You have the Russ Martin Listeners Foundation.
Trust me, just hit the dinger, you can go on.
That counts?
Uh-huh.
Where's my degree?
There's more. All right, you fulfilled the basic qualifications.
Wait a minute. Just to get a piece of paper that says I finished college, even though I didn't?
Yeah. A distinguished and outstanding public service record to the world, the United States, the state of Texas, or the community at large. Fortunately, it says the community at large because that you qualify.
How?
You've done nice things for people in the community.
Oh, yeah. I knew that'd come back to bite him in the ass.
And the other 3 pages, or the other 2.5 pages, boil down to this. You need to be nominated. You can't nominate yourself.
Why not?
You just can't. You can't call them up and say, send me my degree.
Who can nominate me?
A current or former student.
I'm a former student.
You can't nominate yourself. You're disqualified from nominating yourself.
That's a raw deal.
A current or former alumni or a current or former faculty member. And you have to be nominated, and then there's the long process of being nominated, going through all the selection process.
Can't I just send them some cash?
Unfortunately, no, that doesn't work. Unlike in the movies where they give them universities huge donations and they turn right around and give you a building in your name or whatever, it doesn't work that way.
Can I have one of those?
No.
How about a street?
You're going to be lucky to get the degree.
Well, I got nobody up there that's going to nominate me. I don't know anybody at North Texas. Everybody's probably dead or not there anymore.
Well, there's bound to be somebody that was a former teacher or a friend or
teacher.
Somebody can help you out.
That listens?
No.
I thought there was a professor or somebody you mentioned a long time ago. That was
Viamonte.
Who's that?
Dr. Daniel Viamonte.
That's who you said.
I believe he works now with the Dallas County Community College District.
There you are.
Fetch him, Dan.
Dude, what?
Huh?
What does he do?
I don't know. Picking up vomit with a scraper or something. I don't know. I don't care what he's doing now. If he's still alive, he is a former teacher. He could nominate me. Give me something better than a bachelor's.
Well, bachelor's is all you can qualify for.
Is that what you got?
Bachelor's, yes.
I gotta have something better than you guys. Bachelor's of what? It can be arts?
It'd have to be arts, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the freebie one, yeah. I mean, you never completed your degree, so...
No, I don't even know how many hours I got left before I graduate.
Probably a few.
Now, will that get me in anywhere?
That'll get the process started.
No, I'm talking about once I get an honorary degree. Does that mean anything?
It means you have your degree. You can put it on your resume.
Yeah, I can get a good job.
Get out of this crap.
Yeah. Maybe when we're done, you could teach.
Yeah.
You'd teach radio. How
sad that would be.
What, to be teaching radio?
Yeah.
Yes, like
at a
George,
community college.
Who's the guy that played George Costanza? Say it, Eddie.
I'm trying to think of his name.
The little guy that did the Dorito commercials.
Bald guy, yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't remember.
Jason Alexander.
Yeah.
Thank you. He's teaching acting classes someplace now.
Yeah.
Out in California.
The former supporting character.
Depressing.
That is.
Well, it's part of a visiting professor thing, but yeah, I'm sure he's taking a paycheck.
Yeah.
Smash hit television show.
Right.
Worldwide.
Then his own TV show.
Yeah.
Great big, one of the biggest commercials in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago was the Doritos.
Right.
Yeah. Had that. Tostitos? Which was it?
He did.
It doesn't matter. It was one of the chip things. Mm-hmm. Had that. Now he's teaching acting at some college, and one of his interns is Tom Green. How lovely. All right.
Well, after you're nominated, there's a lengthy process you have to go through, and the only time they will award these,
yes,
and this is the final sticking point,
yes, is when?
Is at a commencement exercise.
When is that? Is that soon? Did I miss it?
You're too late to get into this one, so it would have to be the next one that happens at 6 months from now.
Like Christmas.
Oh. All right, I'll take that.
So now at this point, you have to wait for someone to nominate you.
All right,
it's out of our hands.
All right, well, let's see, can you get a hold of the Viamonte? Dr. Daniel Viamonte.
And where would I find him?
I don't know. Phone book. Hurry up and fill that paperwork out for me.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Is that three pizzas? Chicken tacos?
Calamari, chicken tacos.
Did you check the guy?
Got his driver's license, ran a background check on him. Called the place he said he was from to make sure that he worked there.
Yeah.
Everything checked out.
All right, let's eat it. JD, you want some of that?
Looks delicious, yeah. Did we say where it's from or not?
What is this? Is this where it's from?
Yeah.
Russ, for you, Eddie, JD, and Dan, the Loon Bar and Grill, McKinney Avenue in Dallas, is proud to have you stick your penis in our food.
Nice twist.
Yeah. Since we lost our restaurant Friday, they've been, was supposed to supply. Dan, how long were they supposed to bring up food for the studio audience? The one that just backed out.
Through June.
Yeah.
So for 6 weeks.
And they pulled all their advertising.
Yes.
Just because I stuck my crank through one of their tortillas.
Uh-huh.
So now, people are sending up food for me to,
that looks beautiful.
Have sex with. Try the calamari. Because I know you guys eat that crap. Are you going to eat it?
Uh-huh. Very good.
That's why your cholesterol's 300. Eat fried food.
I don't. Very rarely. I never have it at home.
All right. Thank you, Loon Bar and Grill. All right. What story you got?
Oh.
Way to be on top of it.
I was going to read the news, but I'll bring that now. It's from D Magazine. If you didn't already know the good news, it's not because Mark Cuban didn't try to tell you himself. In the February 23rd opening monologue of The Mark Cuban Show, the billionaire said, "There's another part of my personal life that I'm ready to share with you. I got engaged." So that's the beginning of it.
You know what? I saw part of the show. Mm-hmm. What night was it? When is the show on?
Hold on. It says right here.
Sundays?
Saturdays at 10 o'clock in UPN.
I saw something on Sunday.
I think they replay it.
Okay.
I've seen it on Sunday.
Because I'd never seen the show. So, L.A., I don't know what we were watching, but then the Cuban show comes on, so we sat there and we watched it, and I went, I don't get it. First of all, you know what? He's a good guy, and I like him all right.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need to be on TV.
No.
His charisma just doesn't float. And from what I could tell, it was like a best of, so I couldn't get a real feel for the show. Does he do a monologue at the beginning of Pete's show?
Yeah, he comes out.
Yeah, he comes out and, like, sits in a chair and tells you what's coming up. And
well, he was actually standing up like Leno or Letterman up by the camera.
Oh, the one I saw, he was just sitting in a chair. It's like there was an empty chair next to him, and he was just, telling us what was going on, everything that was coming up, and a couple of little jokes and things like that.
Yeah.
Do they actually, does Channel 21 clear that show, or is Cuban buying it?
That's a good question. Actually, it's produced, I watched the end of it, it's produced by CBS Television Productions, so they produce it.
Yeah.
They clear it.
Okay.
Anyway, he got all mad because basically he announced his bride, and then he called and threatened this guy. Who's he threatening? Hold on.
Threatened a guy about what?
About printing his wife's name and picture. Well, I mean, she goes to the games with him. I mean, there's her picture right there.
See.
It's Tiffany, I think, Stewart. I don't know.
All right, so anyway, he didn't want her name printed. Big deal. So what?
So then he calls and screams at the... I'm trying to figure out who this conversation's with, though.
Did you read the story ahead of time?
Senior editor Tim Rogers. There we go.
All right, so he calls one of the guys at D Magazine and starts bitching.
Now, there's some F words in this that are not edited out, so we're going to...
Oh, is there audio on this?
Yes.
All right, give me the transcript.
Follow that along. Try just to cut his nuts off.
First 20 seconds of the conversation were not recorded, but the exchange heated up quickly. All right, let me look at this first so I can see what to cut out.
He screams about, his security being breached, and he goes, he has to have kidnapping insurance. He goes,
I'm sure he does. He's a billionaire.
I know. Says, we can't.
I mean, I have to have security at dopey little phone parties, and I'm a grunt. So I can imagine having $1 billion, needing to have people around you.
Yeah.
All right. You don't know how long before the cuss words come in?
I do not.
All right. Is this cut 1 or 2?
It should be cut 1. And David just did it. I don't know.
It ain't got no... All right, yeah. Hold on. All right, here we go.
It's a WAV file, so it's going to sound bad.
I don't hear anything.
You tell me. It's about security. Can you understand why that's an issue and a concern to me? All right. Well, first of all, I don't want to start a fight with you, so right away you and I are on edge here.
Where'd the audio come from?
Apparently, Mr. Rogers started recording when it was obvious the conversation was going to get ugly.
Where'd you get this?
This came from dmagazine.com.
Oh, so they actually have the audio on their website?
Correct.
Huh. So we're not going to get in trouble for broadcasting it?
No, it's on the website.
This is, all right, now this is Tim Rogers talking now.
That's not the way I want this conversation to go. So, yeah, I can't understand what your rules are like, so I'm not sure what you mean by security. Well, considering my financial state, imagine that the bank balances were switched and they were yours. Do you know how much I have to carry for kidnapping insurance? No, I don't. Do you know what it's like when you say your fiancé?
Now, see, here's something that Mark's got to understand, and I guess maybe only having, being in the public limelight for a short period of time, because really nobody cared about him until he sold Yahoo, and then he became a billionaire.
Sure.
This comes along with the territory, doesn't it?
Yep. It does.
He's in the public eye.
Right.
And he puts himself in the public eye by getting out there at the games and throwing his fits and doing his show.
Now, that doesn't mean he's not entitled to some of his privacy, but that's a risk you're going to take if you're bringing your girlfriend out to public events.
Correct.
That's the double-edged sword of being a celebrity. It's when you're out in public, you're under public scrutiny. You can't get away from that. What are you going to do?
Have to hire security people. Well, when he comes up here, he didn't have security people with him.
No, he drives himself around, which I always thought was cool.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, now with the Mavericks and all the celebrity, he's maybe catching a lot of
we don't know
that he doesn't need.
He may have had recent threats, on his life or his kid. Now so he's on edge. Is the point?
Well, the point is you can't call a magazine and go start bitching on him afterwards. It's done.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go to Mexico. She goes, no, I don't think we should because I'm afraid we might get kidnapped because it's unstable there. Have you ever had to deal with that? No, of course I haven't. Well, it's a concern. Okay, well, let me just tell you, I'm just going to be completely upfront. There's nothing that I could...
I'm reading along with this so I can understand it. Can you guys understand it without?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Right, that hasn't already been reported. Tiffany has been called your fiancé in the morning news on the 18th. Right. You say you want to rehash what's already been printed. Well, okay, so let me just tell you why, to me, it's interesting.
Well, why isn't he bitching at the morning news then? How about if you don't eat while we're on the air?
Sorry.
While the mics are actually on?
Sorry about that. My bad. Here.
Eddie, get rid of the pizza.
I won't eat it.
Let's follow along with what we're doing on the air.
I was listening. Why? I don't know why he's not bitching at the morning news.
That would be the first place I would go.
Specifically because of that article is they just printed a picture and printed all the details, but he did it on television. I don't know. Maybe he did call the Dallas Morning News. They just didn't record it.
And I work with people in the media, and when I called them and said, hey, you know Mark Cuban's engaged, every one of them went, what? So, and that's the way I like to do it. That's why when I announced on my show, I didn't give out her name, right? You don't see pictures of her with her name attached to them. You might have seen her name, a picture with her name. Well, I take that back when I first button the Associated Press put out a picture with the two of you at the game. Okay, so a potential problem has to do a lot of work. You know, putting out something just to add to it. I asked every media, when I announced on the show, and before that, when that happened and people found out, you don't think that every media outlet in Dallas didn't ask me about it? Right, so Mark, let me ask you a question. And you know what I did? I asked them, I said, please, I try to cooperate and do what I can to help you. I'm asking for one thing. Well, so why did you announce it on the show? I didn't give a name.
All right,
that's what he's mad about.
I'm with Cuban on this. He didn't give his name, and this guy really has no argument. I'm really on nobody's side just yet.
Right.
It just kind of depends on how this plays out.
Mm-hmm. Well, the photo here is credited to the Dallas Morning News.
But it doesn't say her name.
No.
Hold on, let me grab this. Yes, Jason?
I was listening to another station this morning, and it sounded like this guy was digging up more dirt, more of calling his girlfriend's office and stuff, and trying to get other information, and kind of almost more of a harassing thing of bothering her than him.
I wonder if that's on the first 20 seconds. Well, that would have gone longer than 20 seconds. If that was one of his first things out of his mouth, why are you digging up stuff on my girlfriend?
Yeah, it was more about it doesn't really involve Mark as, someone who he cares about. Now this guy's kind of going after him, so.
Well, he may have been preparing for some sort of follow-up story on her, just looking for dirt. He was probably digging for dirt. I don't know.
Well, we'll see where this goes. All right, thanks, Jason.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right, hold on. I lost my place in the transcript, and he's about to cuss. I didn't give her name. You're a smart guy. I didn't give her name. Okay. I'm ready now.
Okay. Name. Intentionally. Right, but as soon as you say, just like the same question you asked me, because I've been getting questions all the time. Are you? So I just answered the questions. And that way I can just say, I answered it, that's it, it's done. All right, so Mark, if I'm a kidnapper, and I'm going to go through that kind of, foolishness, I'm smart enough to track down her name and know what's going on. I mean, all I got to do is watch the end of the Timberwolves game when you run up and kiss a woman, and I know that's your son. Right, do what you need to do, but just be forewarned that if you're going to be off that. Hey, whoa, I'm done.
That was slick one.
That was good.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, this guy with D Magazine's not really in a good spot right now.
No, it sounds like he's digging, and he knows he's recording, so he's trying to...
He's also bitching at a billionaire.
Yes.
He's got one pissed off at him. There's got to be something here that we don't know about, because if the story's already been printed, bitching at the guy after the fact does absolutely no good. In fact, it gives the guy exactly what he's got right now, more material.
Yeah. Dude, this isn't something I'm taking lightly. This isn't, he's fat, he's ugly, he's this, he's that, but I will right back, because this is important. Yeah, if somebody wants to be a big, they can find a way, but there's no reason to make it easier for them. And you can justify it any way you damn well please. And you can come up with all the feel. Hey, Mark, first when I come and...
All right. That was right there where Mark threatened to cut his balls off.
Mm-hmm. That's probably not good.
No, I wouldn't. That's not something I'd throw out. Because what I would do is I'd go in another room, cut my balls off, and then call Channel 8.
Yeah.
I would. And then just play on the tape.
Yeah.
And, just play on the tape, show your balls in a little Dixie cup, and go, who do you think did it? Do you think Coke stopped by to drop off some black Coca-Cola that the white people won't drink? And while they were here, they cut my balls off and put them in a Dixie cup?
Yeah.
I'm kind of wrapping up all the topics of the day in this one bit.
I see.
How we doing on spots, Eddie? Do we? All right.
We just did.
You want to hear any more of this? Is this interesting to anybody but me?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. All right. Then we'll take a break and we'll come back. Dan, also see if you can hunt down Cuban over at the Mavericks.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right. Dan, before I play any more of this, you get a hold of Mark Cuban?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
All right. Because, I mean, he gave, what did he have given it to the foundation? 18, 19 grand?
Yeah.
Or was it 21? Whatever. It was almost $20,000 to the foundation. So, I mean, if he knows something else that we don't know, I certainly want him to tell us. But it's just one of those things. I mean, I hate to simplify it. What now? What?
Well, it's kind of weird. Russell Johnson's on the hotline.
So you want Mark Cuban threaten him?
He said he wanted to ask you a favor.
Oh, all right. Anything for the professor? Hello?
Yeah, hi, Russell.
Mr. Johnson, how are you?
Mr. Johnson. Okay, Mr. Martin.
Yes.
All right.
How are things, Professor?
I'm very well. How are you, Russell?
Quite lovely.
I'm good.
Good. I didn't really.
Yeah. Listen, I have a favor to ask of you.
Yes, sir. Anything for you?
Yeah?
Yes.
I want to borrow some money.
What would you... Hold on a second. Dan, telephone. Maybe some old man on the phone with some cash. Normally it's my dad.
Yeah.
I'm kidding you. You know that.
Okay.
Anyway, listen, I want to ask you a favor.
Yes, sir.
On our website, which is russell-johnson.com.
Didn't I tell you to get rid of that?
Yes, you did.
I told him a long time ago, go get, because he can't get russelljohnson.com because some guy with that name owns it. So Mr. Johnson had to go get russell-johnson.com. Why don't you get just russelljohnson.tv?
Well, I have to talk to him. I talked to my webmaster about that, and we've always come to that conclusion that we're going to stay with.
All right, fine, whatever. Can't teach old people nothing.
All right, now listen. On the website, we have a page, Connie and I. That's my dear wife.
Yes, very lovely lady.
It says Professor Picks, and what it is music and things that we have come across that we think are great, and we're recommending to people.
What kind of music? Is it old people music?
No. We have stuff like Connie has come across people like Dave Matthews Band and Fish and Diana Krall and Moby. People like that, that she's introduced me to.
You been getting packages in the mail?
Huh?
Never mind.
Anyway.
You got that, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Anyway, we have a dear friend. His name is Gray Pender. He's got a new CD out that's called Gray Matter.
Okay.
That's his band. And the CD is called Tastes Like Chicken.
All right.
And we love it. We think it's great. And I would love you to have one. He's going to send you one with your permission.
Oh, okay.
And I want you to listen to it. And if you like it, let's talk again and see if we can promote it.
You just want us to play some of the CD?
Yeah. See what you think about it, because I've heard that that your opinion is valuable. Somebody told me that.
Yeah. It's probably me.
Yeah. I can't remember who. But
it's normally I'm the one that'll tell you something like that. All right, so you go to russell-johnson.com, and it's where on the site?
It's on a page called The Professor Picks.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
How did you guys get into Fish and Moby and the Dave Matthews Band?
Well, Connie is the one who does all of that kind of thing, and then she says, "Hey, listen to this," and listen, and I get it. She's really the brain in the outfit here. As she told me, she's the brain, and I got the money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's funny when we flew out to Midland to have lunch with the professor.
Yeah.
You get a few drinks in him. Mm-hmm. That's when he starts cussing. I love that. Yeah.
Oh God.
Sorry. You get a few glasses of wine in him.
Yeah. Okay.
We almost got him naked pole dancing.
Right there at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So much for the favors.
Anyway, Russ, you're going to get this CD in a couple of days.
All right. Does this guy have his own website?
Yes, he does.
What is that?
Connie?
Never mind. They can just go to your website, russell-johnson.com.
They'll get it from us.
I'm telling you, get the russelljohnson.tv. That's a lot easier. Because when you got to explain every time, the hyphen in the middle, people forget that.
Yeah, well,
I'll pay for it.
You will?
Yes.
Oh, well, you know how much it costs?
Yeah, it's not much.
Yeah, well, I know how much it costs. It costs about $1,900.
For what?
You want to send that to me, and I'll do it.
Who told you it costs $1,900 to host a website?
I'm telling you.
Did he just say the S word? No. It's not $1,900. Who's hosting your website now? I know that
Bob Denver's wife, Dreama. By the way, they both said to say hello to you and wish you the best.
They've been very kind. Now, she designs your website. She doesn't host it, right? She just does the design.
She does the design, yeah.
Now, you're paying somebody else to host it. I think you're getting a host.
Host? I don't know what you're...
That's two different... One person holds it, another part... All right, let me explain it to you this way. Sit down. All right, somebody paints a picture, okay? All right. I'm the artist. I paint a picture. Now I hand it to some other guy, and he holds it. The fat guy that's holding the picture, that's your host.
I see.
Got it? All right, Dreama is the artist.
I don't see anybody holding my picture.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. Russ.
All right, I just want everybody to make note at this time, at 4:39 Central Time, on whatever today's date is. Right. When I hit 70 years old, I want somebody to mow me down with a Buick.
All right, Russell.
I'll keep note of that.
Thank you.
Anyway, listen, I appreciate you, and I appreciate what you're doing, and we send our love to you guys.
That's very kind of you. You've been very kind to us in the show.
And we'll expect to hear from you in the future.
Yeah, how long before this guy sends us the CD?
Oh, you should have it on Thursday. I think he put it in, sending his second day air.
Okay. All right, well then, you going to be around Thursday?
Yeah, I'll be around.
No, I'm going to lie.
No, wait a minute. No. Thursday I'm going to go to see the Seattle Mariners. Connie and I are going to go see the Mariners play baseball in the afternoon.
All right, well, we'll call you Friday then.
Friday would be great.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you, Professor.
And thank you, Russ.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That's right, I'm a big shot.
Mm-hmm. The professor's calling you for favors.
Doing little stuff. Yeah. Hanging out. Doesn't that make more sense, though? I mean, I know this isn't interesting radio, but for him to get RussellJohnson.tv...
You're talking, he doesn't understand.
What, Eddie?
If he already has Russell-Johnson.
Russell-Johnson.com, yeah.
If he gets RussellJohnson.tv, he can actually, if somebody types that in...
He can have it forwarded to where
automatically go to the Russell Johnson.
Just an auto-direct. Yeah. Auto-redirect.
Yeah.
And that would be 10 times as easy. And he wouldn't have to rearrange anything that he's already got.
Just forwards.
Yeah, just forward straight over to that
all right.
address.
I'll get the site. I'll buy it for him. He's been cool to us.
Mm-hmm.
It's an old man listening to Fish and Moby. I'm telling you.
His wife.
Bob Denver's mail got redirected and ended up in his house.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do we got a break?
Yeah, I got some live spots I got to get rid of.
Oh. All right. Come back. Did you get a hold of Cuban yet?
Not yet.
All right.
Trying.
All right, we'll be back.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Here are the rules for calling the Russ Martin Show. Do not call and ask for phone numbers or websites. Do not call with a joke you saw in a movie, on TV, on a bumper sticker, on the internet, or you heard in the 8th grade. Do not call and ask for advertisers' phone numbers. Call information and ask them. Do turn your radio down. Do get to the point. Practice in front of a mirror before calling. Do not waste time telling Russ your name. He's far too important and busy. He won't remember it anyway. If you understand these rules, call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right. The website, if you want to go see what the professor was talking about, is Russell-Johnson.com. Also got some cool stuff. Have you bought anything off his website?
I have not. That's not true. I bought a couple of signed pictures.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. He offered to do them for free, but I said no.
Yeah. Well, since they don't get residuals off, I don't want this to sound like a little thing, but
that does suck to do the work, and then years later you get nothing.
Yeah, because I was talking to LA last night in between poking her in the face.
I see.
And Gilligan's Island was on. I went because I asked earlier. I said, "Do you know Russell Johnson?" Because we were looking at my website and there were pictures of him and stuff, and it's current day pictures, so she didn't associate the two. Mm-hmm. I went, "That's him." Oh, I know him. I watch this show all the time, Dad. So anyway, it just sucks that they get no residuals. So. All right, Dan, did you get a hold of, did I ask him about Cuban already?
Yes, you did. I left him a message.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and, .biz. They did? Somebody already took it?
Oh, no, I didn't offer it.
Oh, all right. Talk about this off the air. Load up the news thing for me, would you, huh? You ready for news?
Yes.
All right, we'll come back. We'll play the rest of this Cuban stuff. I'm going to try and get him on before we play the rest of the tape. Just so I can be a stand-up guy for a change. All right. 450, J.D. Rhines on the new 105.3 FM Talk with news.
Thank you, Russ. And news brought to us this time by Service King and by Nixtel is how business gets done. The FBI warned officials in New York today about uncorroborated information that landmarks such as...
Did he blow it both times?
Yeah, I think I did. Statue of Liberty might be targeted by... Unconfirmed information. And landmarks such as the Statue of Liberty might be targeted by terrorists, a law enforcement official said. The information passed to the FBI Joint Terrorism Task Force in New York was based on interviews with detainees and was not independently confirmed. So they're on alert today in New York. Pretty Connecticut cheerleader who mysteriously vanished last week has been found in a ravine just outside Greenwich, strangled. Christina Long, a popular student at a Catholic school in Danbury, disappeared Friday after her aunt dropped her off at the mall. Investigators believe she had made her way to a nearby McDonald's where she met Saul Dos Reis, a married man whom she'd met on the internet. In an intense manhunt, local cops and FBI agents began focusing on the teen's bedroom computer where they discovered provocative messages from Don Reis. He's an illegal Brazilian immigrant and taken into custody, charged with federal crime of using the internet to entice a child for sex. It has long been known that women tend to become more interested in men around the time each month when they become most fertile. Now, new research has found that their fantasies tend to focus more on the men who are not their primary partners, and that partners appear to respond by becoming unusually possessive. As other research has shown, the women showed a significant increase in attraction to and fantasies about other men when they're fertile. Technology buffs have cracked music publishing giant Sony Music's elaborate disc copy protection technology with a felt marker. Apparently, if you scribble around the edge, it defeats the copy-proofing. Major music labels such as Sony and Universal Music have begun selling the copy-proof discs as a means of tackling the rampant spread of music piracy, which they claim eats into their sales. But if you just wipe around the edge with a little Sony or a little marker...
I heard about this yesterday. What is the marker? Is there some kind of data that you're wiping out? Why would the copy protection stuff be at the
edge?
Be at the edge.
Doesn't say here in the story.
Do you know, Eddie?
No.
Dan's not paying attention, so I'm not going to ask him.
Say it again.
Do you know why marking the CD keeps it from copying?
No, I don't. I saw the article as well. Just for some reason, they put the copy protection around the outside edge of the CD. So when you...
So what do? You mark around it and the computer don't see it?
Mm-hmm. Right. Is it,
well, that's stupid.
Well, they didn't expect anybody to figure it out, but the first thing these guys do, the hacker community does, is they try to figure out how to bust it.
I thought the CD read from the inside out.
I don't know. Maybe there's some process when, as far as when you put a CD in where it looks at the whole thing as, I don't know. It's all supposition on my part. I don't know.
All the
millions of dollars of research wiped out with a Sharpie.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Grab one of the request line or whatever we call the phone lines now. See what they got to say.
Good. Nintendo of America announced this morning that it's going to drop the price of its next generation GameCube console before the end of the month. The new price, $149.95 for the system that will begin May 21st. The news is not entirely surprising as both Nintendo followers and industry analysts had previously predicted the move following Xbox and PS2 down to $199. Why wait for a sale when you can put your own price tag on the latest high-tech electronics? That's what a guy did. He has been doing it at the Sam's Clubs across North Florida. Demetrius Houston, suspected of stealing about $15,000 worth of Bose speakers from Sam's Club. He slapped homemade barcodes over the real labels to trick the store clerks into giving him a 93% discount. He was caught only after they sent a security expert to figure out why the speakers were going out the door for $30. A fellow enthusiast.
Hold on, what is it, Dan?
All right, basically everybody's giving me the same answer. When you put the CD in, there's a data track on the outside edge. What they did is they would just put a false data track on there to cause it to seize up when you try to copy it. But if you just color it in with a black marker, it doesn't see it, so it goes right by it.
All right, so in a CD player won't see that data track.
Well, they're using, when they copy these, they're using a copier, and it reads the data track.
Okay. So what does the data track? Just lock it up?
Now the data track just locks it up. So to avoid it, they colored it in.
Huh.
So now the readers don't see the data track anymore, so they go right onto the music tracks, read them, they're done.
All right, cool. All right, well then, JD, I'll have the Night Ranger album for you tomorrow.
Thank you. In Tucson, Arizona, a fellow enthusiast of radio-controlled airplanes calls it the freakiest of freak accidents. 60-year-old Arizona man was killed when his radio-controlled plane crashed into his chest.
Good.
Roger Wallace lost sight of his 6-pound airplane in the sunlight. The plane's club said Wallace used to be a drag racer, but switched to operating airplanes because he thought it was safer. So it killed him. And finally, some very bored doctors in Britain have compiled research on men's skills at removing bras. You're the best I've ever seen at that. And
it's a new bra.
Are the old ones not good?
The old ones are a little bit harder, but you can still get around to it.
Not only did they find that 40% of men in their 30s and 40s still have trouble with the hooks, but some guys are actually being injured trying to get to the goods. Doctors say the average time for a guy to unhook a bra is 27 seconds.
Oh, bitch, please.
Oh, that's slow.
You don't even deserve to touch titties if it takes you that long.
So that goes up to 58 seconds for right-handed guys using their left hands. There's news and information. Now, don't forget to tune into the Buddy Contest at 4 and 6. And you hear your name, you call back and you win some cash. That's that. What else? That's all. There's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas.
You're a can of WD-40.
Man, that was slick. What is it?
Thanks. You don't get ready to give me compliments. That was nice.
Yeah.
I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right. We gotta do traffic. All right. 503, did you run a legal ID, Eddie? All right. Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks. White Lightning.
Why, thank you, Russell. This report brought to you by Southwestern Bell. For more information, visit them at SBC.com. Also brought to you by Wheels in Motion and going to Rapo and Richardson. They've lost their lease, so they're having a store-wide liquidation on bikes, skates, and accessories. Save 20, 30, 40, even 50%. At Wheels in Motion in Dallas, traffic is unwinding southbound Loop 12, Walker, Union Power. Due to an earlier accident, that should be cleared up just about the same time you get home. Southbound I-35 south Earl Thornton on the Trinity River Bridge. Expect delays in the right lane with backups onto I-35 all the way past the Dallas North Tollway overpass. That's due to an accident down there. Southbound East Loop 820 is slow from Pipeline to Trinity due to rush hour. Also due to a stalled vehicle, it's long gone, but the delay remains. Westbound Highway 114 from O'Connor Boulevard to Walnut Hill, left lane closed for ongoing construction. That's causing a heavy delay. Multi-vehicle accident. Westbound 183 at the 121 merge. That was blocking the right lane with backups to Euless Main. This report brought to you by Home Depot. Home Depot and Home Services offers installation and roofing, vinyl siding and replacement windows. Call 1-877-77-DEPOT for a free in-home consultation. License upon request. Also brought to you by Wells Fargo. Talk to a banker today about free checking from the leading internet bank, Wells Fargo. The next stage, that's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge. And the new 105.3 FM's White Lightning.
Thank you, Jonathan. KYNG Dallas Fort Worth weather. Partly cloudy, 62 for the low tonight. Then breezy and warmer tomorrow. Should be about 81. We have 77 degrees currently at the Talk That Rocks, Texas. The new 105.3 FM Talk.
All right. All right, what'd I do with the text? Where did we leave off in this Cuban conversation? I forgot.
He just threatened to cut the guy's balls off.
Yeah. All right, no phone call from Cuban Dan?
He has not called us.
All right, we tried. Let's see. This isn't what he's... All right.
Dan, you're a celebrity.
All right. Obviously, I just missed an F word.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm caught up. The guy from D Magazine, the Rogers guy, just told Cuban, you're a celebrity in this town. Cuban will now say, I understand, and continue.
Okay.
I don't see any cuss words in this part.
In this town, I understand, and I'm telling you the circumstances. I'm asking. There's a billion other things to write about. When you wanted me to do your show, fine, come on in. It didn't matter what the rating. I said, well, Tim, these are the rating.
This says, parenthetically, the writer had a failed radio show in which Cuban once appeared.
Okay.
So that's what he's talking about.
And, all things considered, it's not going to do me a whole lot of good. And when I came back on, it was the same thing.
I'm still missing something. I don't know why Mark's jumping this guy for stuff that's been printed in the Dallas Morning News and all the other stuff with his fiance's name in it. And he's jumping the guy from D. There's something missing here.
Yeah.
Well, maybe like the caller said earlier, he's responding to the fact the guy kept digging even after the article was already printed. The guy must have been looking for some dirt. It made him mad.
You want to get him on? Senior editor guy?
Tim Rogers.
Mm-hmm. I'll try calling him.
Yeah.
Maybe get fill in the missing piece.
Well, I could rationalize it this, that. All right, you guys are great. You and Yvonne, great people. I'll come on and I'll campus and we'll have fun. We'll do the show. Because those are the things you try to do when you try to build relationships. Well, you're making it sound like a personal thing, Mark. It is a personal thing because it's my life. It's not like that at all. You're a celebrity and you're getting ready, and there are a million other ways that you can cover anything associated with me, and I don't give it. I'd like to send this magazine out, and I'm looking at a blank page, and I got to do it at the end of this week.
Ooh.
I missed it.
Is this, that's because you're not paying attention.
I am.
What were you doing?
It was hard to hear.
So you can't understand it?
I can. I just didn't catch that.
You weren't paying attention.
I'm sending this magazine out. I'm looking at a blank page.
All right, so maybe this was before the story came out.
Oh, okay. Well, that would explain it. Mark got wind of it.
What, Dan?
What's the guy's name again? His senior editor?
Tim Rogers, D Magazine.
Rogers. Okay.
And to be honest with you, D Magazine is not really that big of a deal.
No, I don't even...
In fact, up until recently, I thought it was free.
Yeah.
I did. I saw it in the grocery store, and they wanted money for it. I went, isn't this like the green sheet? Yeah. In fact, I'd rather have the green sheet because green sheet brings you buyers.
That was free.
Yeah. D Magazine, I don't think you get
nothing.
You don't get dick.
Squat. Nope.
That's what it stands for.
Ah.
All right, we're going to leave off. Or I'd rather have the nickel trader.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me.
Tell me what I should write. You're writing a million other things. You can write whatever you damn well please. I don't care as long as it's not about that. You can write my show sucks. You can write the show's great. You can write the Mavs are wonderful. You can write the Mavs suck, that they'll never win another game. I don't care. Give me something else. Give me something. First of all, I'm dealing with a quote-unquote news section that I got to fill here, so it's not like I can just... This is not a forum for me to... Write about the Mavs maniacs, the new fat guys we have. No one,
always promoting.
Well, it's funny now. Mark's giving him options of, well, we'll cover this.
He wants to write about the marriage.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that's an interesting point, because that was written about in today's paper. And it's interesting to me that all you have to do is ask people not to even mention something that, like I say, is already out there. You've already mentioned it on your show. It's already been in the newspaper. There were references to it, but it wasn't written about. So, okay, well, let me ask you this question.
This guy's argument doesn't hold up about you mentioned it on your show because Mark's right. He didn't say the chick's name.
Right.
If he wanted people to know, he'd have said her name. But you still can't get away from that celebrity thing.
No, it's like when...
That'd be like me bitching about it.
Yeah.
If I'm, of course I'm not on TV, so it's easier for me to get away with it.
Or like when Troy Aikman got married. Oh, no, don't tell who the wife is. Well, it's going to come out.
And that doesn't mean we're supposed to know or we need to know. No. It's just going to come out. And Mark's right. Technically, it ain't none of my business. I don't care who he gets married. I just hope whoever marries does something with that effing hair of his.
Senior editor Tim Rogers is out of the office until tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I left him a nice message and asked him. He said the message said he checks it all the time.
Okay.
So we'll see if he calls back.
You left the applicable number?
Yes, I did.
Well, cool. All right, we're going to leave off. Let me ask. Now, let's see.
Oh, the guy Bill Campbell at the Morning News and say, why the hell did you mention that Tiffany is my fiance? Is he getting the impression that I'm getting. He didn't write a story about it. He didn't write a story. There's no way to identify her. He said that Mark Cuban's fiance. Right. So you have a name, but you don't have a picture. You don't have anything else beyond that. Okay, what about the Associated Press guy who publishes the photograph? I mean, I'm just wondering, Mark, that was a while ago. That was not recent. That was a while ago before we were engaged.
You know, this sounds like two chicks arguing back and forth, because really neither one of them have a point.
No.
Because this other guy's going, well, what about they said Mark Cuban's fiancé? Well, yeah, if they didn't mention the name, then your argument just crapped the bed.
Right, that's exactly what Mark's saying.
And Mark's going, well, that picture was from a long time ago. Well, but it was still out there.
It doesn't matter. It's out there.
I got to be missing something. And then people got to be sitting in the cars right now going, you dumbass, here's what you're missing. You know?
Yeah, you can't. I don't understand Mark's point. Stuff's gonna come out.
Yeah, what is it, Pammy?
It is actually spelled out in the D magazine.
What is?
What happened? The phone call and everything.
I know. I'm holding it in my hand.
Oh, okay.
And
do you have the article?
I have the article. I have the D magazine in front of me.
That's what this is.
You've got the transcript from the phone call, right?
Yeah. No, I have.
No. I'm talking to Russ here, Pam.
Okay.
I'm talking to Russ.
Right.
You've got the transcript from.
That's what I got. JD, what do you have in your hand?
This is just the original article that says Mark Cuban's secret bride. The man's owner makes a public announcement and then threatens the media when they dare to report it. And that shows a picture and it shows her name.
All right. Now, what I don't know is the timeline here is, obviously this is before that article came out and Mark got wind of it.
Right. Okay. That's what she was calling to try to say. It's in the article that he called, so it must have been before him.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Don't anybody throw anything else at me because I'm already confused as it is, and this is just going to do nothing but exacerbate the problem. Thank you. All right, so we're all up to speed on this then, right?
Correct.
Okay. Mark gets wind that an article's going to come out in D Magazine, calls and bitches at him beforehand and says don't print it, right? All right, perfect.
Mark, and look, man, here's the bottom line, too, because I'm conflicted, and I'm not lying to you about that, because, I understand. I mean, forget about who the hell you are and which media. I don't really care about that, but, you're just a guy. I understand from your perspective that, news is news, that people, if you're in the limelight, people want to read, da-da-da-da. I understand. Now I'm asking you to understand from my perspective. I'm trying to, man. I really am. It's a simple thing.
This reminds me when I was a kid, and I go over to my grandparents' house, and they had a party line, and you'd pick it up and listen to the old people talk.
Yeah.
You ever did that?
Yeah.
Of course.
You're married, right? Yeah. And if all of a sudden someone would start stalking you, it wouldn't matter to you what the justification was. Well, but now, if in your mind you could have done one thing, potentially, you never would know which the one thing is. But if you could have kept that one thing from happening,
okay,
you don't think it's going to haunt you in your life?
1 second. The real trouble started when Dee contacted several former co-workers of Tiffany and loyal friends that they were got back to Cuban, and then Cuban called the office at 7:45 on Monday, and that's when this was recorded. So they were digging into her background and talking to her friends and co-workers, and that's what set him off.
Oh. Yeah, I'd be pissed off too then.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Now, it's one thing to identify us here at hockey. What does he play?
Basketball.
He owns the basketball team. It's one thing to do that. Yeah. But if you start digging around, legally you can do it. Newspapers do it all the time. Mm-hmm. There's no reason to be a magazine in Dallas called D Magazine to start screwing around with people in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the rest of this. I don't even know if I want to listen to the rest of it unless he threatens to cut his balls off again. Does it get uglier?
A little heated there for a moment.
Yeah, it did at the beginning. Now they're sounding like adults, which is pissing me off. Let me jump to the end, see how it ends. Okay. That's the great thing about having the transcript. I ain't got to sit through the whole effing movie. Cuban, I'm on the last. Let's see. Rogers says, let me ask you this question, okay? Because, like I say, I got a job to do, and even though this is minutia compared to the issues we are discussing right now, life and what the generally proper thing to do is, and I've got a page to fill. If I have a meeting with my boss tomorrow, we decide that we are very scared of you. Obviously they're not, because they went ahead and did it. We don't want you to shut down our magazine by calling all of our advertisers, slicing my nuts off, or whatever it is. Let's say we decide, okay, it's not prudent to do this. It's not the right thing, and it's not prudent. Can I come to your office and get an interview? Cuban says, I'm getting ready to jump on a plane right now to go to New York. You can email me questions about whatever you want. How long is your trip to New York? A couple of days. We decide, blah, blah, blah. Then it ends cordially. I will send you an email by 10 a.m. tomorrow, let you know what's going on. Cuban says, thanks, Tim. Roger says, thanks, Mark. Goodbye. That's it. Okay. So obviously they didn't give a rat's ass because they went ahead and printed the story. Yes, Todd?
Hey, Russ, I was just wondering how you were going to handle it publicly after your marriage to L.A.
There won't be a marriage anytime soon.
Oh, well, you know, she's quite a piece of ass.
Yes, she is, but she's also a nut. I came home last night.
Yes. You rushed right home?
No, I didn't rush home. I sat around in the office for a while.
We're always out of here by, well, we normally hang around till 7:45, 8 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
Well, 7:20, we were all in the car last night.
I gotta go, Todd. Anyway, I get home.
Yeah.
My office upstairs smells like cigarette smoke, and the window's up. I went, you were smoking up here, weren't you? No. Why is the window up? It was hot up here. Turn the air on. The window was closer there. All right, so now I'm walking out of my office.
Yeah.
And I'm getting towards the door, and I hear the carpet go squish.
Oh, what'd you spill?
I went, why is the carpet wet? No reason, Dad. It's just, I don't know what you're talking about. I swear to God, it's like a scene out of I Love Lucy. She's grabbing me, and she's going, come on, let's go downstairs. BJ time. I'm going, what is on the carpet? There's nothing on the carpet there. I went, it just went squish. And I know you're not that excited. Now, what's in the carpet? And she, wouldn't tell me. I finally looked at her and went, what you carpet? Rubbing boobs and popping boobs. Well, at the end of the show, where you were telling that chick to call you, Dad, you said that, and I got mad, and I spilled my juice.
So now she got mad and smoked, and then she got mad
and kicked over orange juice all over the carpet. And then used pine sol to clean it up.
Oh, no.
Pine sol to clean juice out of your carpet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
So then I had to go get the carpet cleaner, drag it all the way upstairs, and spend the next half hour cleaning the carpet in my office. Because you clean that one spot, now that's clean. You got to clean the whole stinking office.
Well, your office probably needed it.
Probably, but I didn't want to do it last night. So that was just another one of the things.
Did you have to do it right then?
Yeah, I don't want it to set. I don't know what kind of damage orange juice does. I don't know. Maybe it's easy to come out. It came out last night, but I got it quick. It's only been there for probably 40 minutes. I got mad, Dad.
Spilled my juice.
And not my juice over. I spilled my OJ. And you know how many BJs it's going to take to get me over being mad at the OJ?
Yeah, a lot.
We handled it. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
All right, then I missed 6 Feet Under on Sunday. And I like to watch that. And I forgot to tape it.
Okay.
So they do a rerun Monday night.
Okay.
So we're sitting at the table. And it's coming on. All right. They got the food out. Ellie and I are going to eat together. The phone rings. It's her mother.
When's she going to be there?
35 minutes later. She gets off the phone with her mother. I'd say 11 minutes. All right, Mom, I got to go there because I'm looking at her. I'm pointing at my watch, pointing at the TV, pointing at the food. All right, Mom, I got to go there. I love you, too. Did you go to the vet today? And I went, all right, it's going to wrap. It got to the point to where it was like, I don't even think anybody was on the phone. I think she was doing it just to see how long she could pull it off before I exploded. Because you want to look at them and just scream and go, get off the damn phone.
Did you miss your show?
I watched as much as I could.
Yeah, because I imagine she's pretty quiet when she's talking.
No. Because normally she'll go outside, talk on the phone, and smoke. I can hear her inside the house. And because I'm pissed off, it's like, come in here and let's eat and show. So I can't really focus on what's going on. So then she finally comes in. There's like 20 minutes of the show left. All right, good. At least I'll get caught up on something. She keeps talking through the movie. Who's that guy? Didn't he die? No, he's still there. When you die, do you want to be buried?
What?
Well, the show's about a funeral home.
And she's just asking you questions?
Yeah. You want to be buried there? No, I want to be a Dippin' Dots kiosk. That's what I want them to turn me into. That or Photomat. I don't care. Just some kind of kiosk. That's what I want to be when I die. I want to be cremated there. I want to be cremated and then buried in a garden. I went, you don't know how close you are.
Today.
Yeah. Be buried in a garden, so I'm still growing with stuff there.
Go sit in the chimney.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. So I'm still growing there. So did you record it on your PVR?
Yes, I did. Luckily, if you start, yes, Eddie, I'd like something to drink. If you start watching it and you decide you want to record it, you just hit rewind, go all the way back to the beginning, and it records.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And she also waits till I go into another room to start talking. And I don't know why. I swear, it's every single time. As I get up, she sees me leaving. As soon as I get in the other room, I have to turn around and go back in and go, what? And she says it again.
Russ?
What?
I've been putting up with that for almost 19 years now.
Why do they do that? Why do they wait till you get in another room to bring something up?
Because they're not thinking about you until they see you move. And then when you move, they realize, oh, before he gets away, I've got to say, oh, he's gone. Now I've got to say it.
She did that last night to me when I'm cleaning the carpet, right?
You start the carpet cleaner.
I empty the water out of the carpet cleaner, so it's off for probably a good minute and a half. Take the water out, dump it out, heat up some new water, fill the thing up. Plenty of time to talk to me then. No, she's got to wait until I fire it back up, and then wants to talk to me then. So then I have to shut it off, and she goes, never mind, finish whatever you're doing there. You're sure? Yeah. Hey, tomorrow, can we go to about 17? What? Nothing. You're cleaning the carpet there.
Oh, that's almost. You want to min snap.
That's something that is built into their psyche. I don't think they can help themselves.
And she's got to know I'm in another room. There are walls. There's solid stuff in between me and her, and I can't hear. She's got to know that. And she's talking anyway. And I mean a lot.
And then they get mad when you don't hear them or understand, or they eventually get upset.
I'm so tired of repeating myself.
I've been almost 20 years.
And it's funny, I went to the grocery store Sunday. This tells me I can't ever be with just one woman. Then I go to the Kroger, and I got somebody staying at my house. How often does that happen?
Not often.
Never. Almost
Once
never.
In a blue moon. Yeah.
I go to the store, it's hot bitch day at Kroger. I mean, the hottest bitches I have ever seen in that grocery store ever.
And you got somebody in your arm.
I can't even go talk to one and work home. And as hot as L.A. is.
Yes.
I'm wanting one of those chicks. Which leads me to the point I've made all along. All guys are going to cheat.
Well, not all guys are going to cheat. You want to. Not. Some guys don't succumb. Very few, but some don't.
And if you're a woman and you're asking a guy not to cheat, that's asking him to go against nature. And that's wrong. It is. It's not fair.
But they shouldn't cheat, right? Girls, women.
No, that goes, cheating, women cheating goes against nature. It does.
Okay.
Women are supposed to be, that's why I don't have time to explain it.
All right.
Just take my word for it. Woman is supposed to, you impregnate them, and they sit there, and they bear children, and they stay there.
Stay home.
Right.
While we go out.
While we're out spreading seeds.
I see.
Johnny Spermy Seed. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to pollinate. She's the flower. You go pollinate the bitch. Then you go to the next flower.
Right.
How many bees just hump one?
and you never see a flower floating around.
Yeah, well, you never see a flower chasing after other bees. I don't know if that's the best analogy, but you get the idea.
That's a good one, actually.
Flower sits there in one spot. Bees go flower to flower to flower. Yeah. That's our job. We're the bees. You're the flowers.
Sit there in your damn garden.
Yeah.
And talk to the other flowers and irritate them.
All the flowers can bitch at each other. Is it Wednesday yet?
No, it's Tuesday.
She's flying out tomorrow. Here's something else weird that happened today.
Look at all the sex you've had since Friday, though.
You know, but here's what's weird. Is all the sex... Oh, I got another story for that. It's, the only upside is we've had content for a couple of days.
Yeah. But yeah.
I don't know what to tell you first.
Well,
I forgot.
Start with the sex part.
Is it her?
Oh, Lord.
What is it, Greg?
Yeah, I'd like to know why you're complaining about living with one of the hottest porn stars on the earth. Shut up about the complaining already and talk about the freaky sex, babe.
All right. You ready? You ready for the sex part now? Because you asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
The benefit of having a porn star live with you for a few days is what?
Incredible sex.
Yeah. BJs are every day.
What is the only thing...
Oh, no. You're not getting it.
That could ruin that.
That time of the month. No. What are the odds? Well, they're about 1 in 4.
Thank you. The one thing that was making me tolerate her...
Closed? Well,
yesterday.
She can still...
Yeah, I know.
It ain't the same.
No, it's not.
And you won't do it that time.
That's funny because Laura brought that up last night at the house. She said, we were talking about you in L.A., and she said, what if, it comes?
And it did. In fact, I believe I was on the phone with her, and she goes, uh-oh. Well, what? Gotta go. I guess when it starts, it just starts. Yeah. Hotline's not ringing, so hopefully she's not listening, because I don't want to mess with this when I get home. I know. I sound like I'm married.
You do.
Luckily, it's going to be over tomorrow.
Yeah, normally if you're a day away from your marriage being over, you're not getting such sex, so you get the best of both worlds.
Right. Yeah. And it's funny, she left today. I waited for the instant that she left. Mm-hmm. I got to go do a photo shoot there. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. I'll probably be back about 3:30. All right, I'll be gone. I'll see you later. We'll go have a nice dinner tonight. Mm-hmm. Okay there. Slam the door, run upstairs and masturbate.
Just a little private time, you and the computer.
Isn't that funny? That's bizarre. I do that some weekends when Joy leaves. Yeah, it's been a great weekend. She gets, bye, say it, bye, see you later, bye-bye. I don't know why.
I couldn't wait for the door to close so I could go upstairs and pull up some other porn star's website.
You're having sex with a porn star, and you're cheating on her.
Hey, you just need, sometimes you need me time.
Yeah. And you can't explain that to anybody because something was going on Saturday or Sunday night, and it's like, I didn't want any of the interaction. Mm-hmm. I just wanted, the game. And so I went, you know what? I'm going to go in the other room. I'll be back. What are you going to go do there? I'm going to pud. Pull it around the house. Well, let me do that for you. All right.
Oh, God, you suck. Okay, go on. Pull it for me.
Yeah. You got to talk to me, right? No, it ain't. You'll just do it and then go sit back down, right? Yeah. Okay.
Bet money she talked to you, though.
Yeah.
Right before you're there. Are you almost there?
Yeah. Are you about done yet there? Almost. You'd stop talking and finish up. Okay. What about now? No, not now. And then you're right. Then, they grab a hold of your handle, start doing things, and that's when she started talking. Oh, you've got a nasty You do. That's probably the nastiest I'm out. Well, you don't know if it's nasty if you keep pulling it out.
Oh, man. Too much fun.
Love her. Sweet girl.
Mm-hmm. On tomorrow.
Yes. I'll miss her. Eddie, do we have to break before we do news?
No, we're okay.
All right. You ready to do news? 541, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with news.
Thank you, Russ. Let's see. A woman shot dead in the hospital parking lot has apparently no connection to the man. They arrested in connection with the incident. They've never heard of this guy, and they don't know any connection between the killer and the nurse, apparently. Miss Wingfield of Salina.
This is the nurse who got shot?
Yes. Was killed Thursday after being shot in the head. Alyssa Stewart of Plano was shot in the back. She was in stable condition, but apparently they found the guy. Paul Woolley's his name. Got him in jail out in Amarillo, but they can't figure any correlation. He just...
Too many video games.
Yeah.
That's what the Xbox.
Yeah.
He played the shooting games on the Xbox.
The sniper game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made him do it.
Yeah. So
I hope sue Microsoft. Let him go. Go arrest Bill Gates. Thank you.
Graduation years.
Hold on a second. Dan, is that her on the hotline?
Yes.
What does she want?
She said that she was talking with her mother on the phone.
Yes.
And her mother just heard everything you talked about.
Uh-oh.
And her mother's going to call us here in a minute.
How's her mother going to call?
Well, she may have given her mother the number.
Now you're in trouble with the mother-in-law.
Isn't that mother-in-law yet?
Pretty much.
I don't think I want to hear both of them on the phone.
Oh, I paid money.
What are you saying about my daughter there? I ain't got no time to talk to you on the phone. There's shiny people here to my right. Hold on a second. Ouch! If you were listening earlier, you'll get that.
Yeah.
If you weren't, tough break. Does she want to talk to me now?
Not necessarily. She just wanted to let me know that in advance that her mother's going to be calling in.
All right, fine. Then we'll continue with news.
Okay. As graduation nears for high school seniors, a Texas advocacy group is hoping to head off underage drinking this summer. They got a new slogan. This will keep all the kids from drinking. You can't afford the buzz. Will appear in more than 500 liquor stores in the Dallas Metroplex area. Along with the store displays, the network has erected 15 billboards along highways and purchased ads to be displayed on movie theater screens all across Texas. You can't afford the buzz. Put down the beer. Last night on Extra, they aired a 1968 interview with Robert Blake. He was talking about his movie.
Hold on a second, Dan's waiting.
In Cold Blood.
Hold on. Yes, hello.
She's a porn star, for Christ's sakes.
What does that mean?
It means she's a porn star.
Yeah?
That's what you tell her mother.
Oh.
Her mother doesn't know that?
Yeah, her mother. Everybody knows that. What did I say? I don't even know what I said about her.
Just the kid.
Hold on. Hold on. Did I pick up the wrong line? Oh, line one? All right. I'm sorry. I got to go. Thanks. Yes, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, Russ.
Yes.
How are you?
Lovely.
Listen, I've been listening to you a lot lately, and I've heard you talk about video game violence and violence associated with kids. Do you have kids?
No.
You don't?
No.
Well, then I don't think you really understand that the impact that that has on our kids, concerning you don't even have any. Do you?
What do you...
Don't you have like an ugly damn dog or something like
Yes,
that?
I do.
Okay, then what do you know about kids?
What do I have to know about kids?
Well, you talk like you know so much about them, and you give your opinion. And
was I talking about that?
Yeah, we were in the news about that, the guy that sniped the nurse. You said, the video game.
You're not a kid.
No. But the story came out the other day. We did a story a few days ago about, who's suing? Somebody's suing. Is it Nintendo?
I don't know.
And then the kids were playing the violent video games, the basketball.
Oh, that's right. The one guy, the kid shot the other. Okay, I'm with you now.
Just finished that one.
All right, I'm with you now. What do you want?
Well, I just don't think that you really understand the impact that it has on our kids.
What is that, video games?
Yeah.
So
the violence and stuff, it's awful.
So it's video games, it's the fault of music and movies and video games and TV, right?
I think it has a lot to blame for it, yes.
Well, let me throw it out this way. We don't have to have music and movies and video games or TV. But kids do have to have parents. Why don't, here's what I'm going to start doing. Every time a kid nuts out, instead of suing a video company or the music, I'm going to sue... Oh. Hold on a second, I'll be with you in a minute.
Anger management here?
You know how people, when they want to blame somebody else, they go and sue the manufacturer?
I'm not blaming somebody else.
Shut up. I'm about to. It's like, all right, Ozzy made my kid nuts, so I'm going to go sue the maker of that music, right?
They do.
Well, you know what? When a kid nuts out, how about if I go sue the maker of that kid? How about if I hold you responsible for what that kid does? You're supposed to have more influence over that kid than music or movies or TVs or video games or anything else. Why don't I sue you and lock your dopey ass up?
I don't let my kids play those games and watch the TV shows.
Well, then you're a good parent. What are you bitching at me for?
Because you have this framed opinion about video games and violence and stuff that it has nothing to do with kids.
It doesn't. Kids aren't supposed to play violent games. The parents are supposed to be around to balance it out.
Well, that's right. I am around to balance that out.
Well, then you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's been my point all along. What do you want?
I just think that somebody needs to call and shut your ass up sometimes.
About what?
About your opinions that are wrong.
First of all, you just agreed with me. What are you bitching about?
See, now you're turning around on me.
I don't have to turn it around. You just said it. I said kids need to be parentaled. Somebody needs to watch them, and you watch your kid. We're both agreeing.
When I'm home, I watch my kids, yes, but when I put them in a daycare, I put them in a daycare that didn't allow them to play.
So the daycare gives them the Xbox?
No, they
and
don't.
all the violent video games?
Not right.
All right, so you're making sure that your kid's not exposed to the stuff that might create a violent temperament.
I have to assume the establishment where I put them does not allow them to do that.
Are we arguing about two different things?
Not really.
I just think you need to keep
I don't think she's really listening to you.
You need to educate yourself on this matter.
Wait a minute. You're doing exactly what I said parents should do, and we're disagreeing. Am I right on that?
Yeah, that sounds right.
No, it just seems that when you talk about this, you don't...
All right, why don't you tell me what I said, since I got no clue what the hell you're telling me?
I don't remember. It was last week when you had made comments.
All right, so you're pissed off about something and you don't know what I said.
Yes, I know what you said.
Well, you just said you didn't.
You're trying to make me look like an idiot when...
No, I don't have to do anything. You're watering yourself on this one.
I'm what?
Yeah, I heard me.
Oh, you shut your ass. You know what? You're so stubborn sometimes.
Why is that? I just said.
God did not give you a child.
You know what? I decided not to have a child because I don't want to have to put up with this stuff.
Dog.
Why is that?
Having a parent like you.
I'm a very good dog parent.
I'm sure you are.
Because a dog is all I have the patience to raise.
Well, I feel sorry for
a child deserves much better than I.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's true. And I'm glad that you...
So we agree on everything. What is your problem?
I just think that you're retarded.
Well, first she also said video games do affect the kids and do make them kill, but she keeps her kids away from video games. That's why I'm confused.
No, it's just that when you guys talk about it up there, you've assumed that it has nothing to do with the children.
Video games don't make people go kill other people. And if you think they do as a parent, then you don't let them play video games. That's your job as a parent. But you don't remove the video games and the TV and the movies because you don't want to raise your kid. Raise your kid, and if you don't want them to see the stuff, don't let them see it. But don't keep me from having it because you wanted to have a kid.
I'm not trying to keep you.
Don't you have a moon to be jumping over?
Oh, so now.
You fat bitch.
And the funny thing is, you're arguing with her and you agree with her. She's arguing with you because she agrees with you. And people are calling in to say, well, I agree with Russ. She's a stupid bitch.
We're talking about the same thing.
They're all wanting to call in and disagree with her or disagree with you. And you're all on the same side.
That's why I've been through relationships like that where we're talking about the same thing and you're looking at her and you're going, sweetie, I'm going to let go of you so you can breathe. Now listen, we're both on the same side. We're on the same team. Well, you said, Mama, but this is all good. Do you understand? And you can't.
No. I had one of those Sunday. Those arguments.
Were you telling them this is good? I agree with
20
you.
20 minutes arguing about something, and I don't want to get into the whole thing, but it came back around and I went, why didn't you say that? We're on the same page. No, we're not. Bridge abutment.
Just for that? No air for you. None.
Why are you yelling?
They just don't. And everything's flashing through your mind. You're going, OJ was a genius.
I don't know about that.
You think it?
Yeah.
Say you've never thought it.
Oh, no. Sunday. Right about 3.
Break now, Eddie.
Yeah. Are we going to wrap up news?
Well,
yeah. Read the last sentence of some story just to make it sound like we did. So later when we edit it, sound like you did a whole newscast.
Okay, Robert Blake.
The last two sentences.
Okay, on death row, you couldn't tell the cons from the guards except for the clothes they wore. There's news and information. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
All right. 6 o'clock. J.D. Ryan is here. Eddie Boyd, producer Dan Lewis. Jonathan Dodge is in the thing. Dan, is that both of them?
Yes, it is. Congratulations, you've won the grand prize.
Pulled a pair of Le Mans.
Uh-huh.
Who's on which one?
L.A. is on line 2.
Yes.
And her mom is on the hotline.
Mm-hmm. Well, this will be interesting.
Lady of the Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Which door?
Mm-hmm. Wing one open.
I haven't decided who to talk to first.
Waiting ain't gonna make it go away.
Who's got a coin?
Right here.
Flip it. Heads.
Tails.
Tails is neither one of them. Yes, what is it, sweetie?
Are you talking about me and my mom again?
I never said anything about your
Honey,
mother.
you were talking about me being on the phone with my mom for an hour.
You were on the phone.
I love my mom.
I understand that. I heard you tell her that 9 times, and each time you went, all right, Ma, I gotta go. All right, Ma, I love you. Hey, Ma, you go to the vet today? And then that spawned another 10, 12 minutes. All right, I gotta go. I love you, too. Did my furniture come? And I'm sitting there, and I'm waiting to watch 6 Feet Under, and I got the food on the table, and wait and wait and wait. All right, Ma, I love you. I love you, Rhoda. Okay, Ma.
She misses me.
I understand that. Why don't you go make her feel better?
And you know what? She has a couple of things to tell you.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mama Lamont?
Russ.
Oh, Jesus.
You need to be talking very nice about L.A., because otherwise I'm going to have to come down there.
Yeah.
You see? Don't make Mama come to Texas. Yeah, I have to be grassed.
Mama Lamont?
Then they'll all stay at your house.
Yeah.
And she smokes.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they do. Mama Lamont?
Yes.
Could I ask you to say something, please?
I did.
Now, could you call me a nasty bastard?
No, I couldn't do that.
Oh, I'd just like to hear you say it.
No, I couldn't do that.
Mom, I call him that all the time. I call him that all the time. You nasty bastard. I call him that all the time. He says it the same way.
I would choke myself.
Yeah.
If I was in the room with both of them.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't even need to talk anymore.
No, I don't. No, they'll talk to each other for half an hour, and then L.A. will say to her mom, she go,
I love you, baby.
I love you. I love you so much. Thanks for watching my house. All right, I gotta go. Okay. Did the dog poop on the carpet?
Not yet.
And then another 10 or 15 minutes.
That's just the way women are. Last night, my mother-in-law called my wife and said, I don't want to talk to her. Well, you need to talk to her. She's got this thing for you. 3 hours on the phone.
Yes.
I'm just sitting there chatting. Chat.
I don't know how they do that. Guys will call up and go, hey, what are you doing? I'm watching TV. All right, see. Mm-hmm. Is it?
Drinks later?
Yeah.
Well, she was watching her program.
And today,
still talking.
Oh, today was even better. Because it's like, I'm trying to get work done, and I'm in the office, and I told L.A., I went, I ain't being rude, but when I'm in the office and I'm working and I'm reading and I'm trying to get stuff done, don't bother me. So she comes up into the office and decides she's going to get on the phone with her mom. Mm-hmm. And somebody up wherever they live delivered the wrong furniture.
And they got the whole house to stand and talk about
Yeah, she couldn't do it downstairs outside where I can't hear it. It's got to be 2 feet from my head, and she talks like she's talking through a bullhorn. Ma, they sent the wrong furniture? What color is that granite? I ordered the green granite. Did they send green granite? No, they sent the brown. I didn't order the brown granite. It's back and forth. Don't let them leave that furniture. Well, they already left it. You don't grab them, Ma. Don't take any crap from them. It was like that for like 25 minutes. And I'm trying to read, and the more you try and focus on what you're doing, the more you can't.
Angry you get.
Is Ma still there?
Yes, Mama Lamont is still there.
Is she still listening to you ramble? I told her that you were funny as a bastard, but she didn't believe me. I told her that she had to hear you.
Yes. She sounds like a very sweet lady.
Did you tell her that you've been cooking for me every single night?
Oh.
And that you bought me flowers?
Flowers?
And then you let me drive your go-go racer?
You drove the go-go racer on your own. Nobody told you could get in that. I have to take the keys every day when I leave now.
You have to tell her what kind of car it is, though.
She doesn't care, and I have to go.
It's on cartoons, Mom.
Yes, it's a cartoon car there, Mom.
Yeah.
Go-go racer.
Go-go racer.
Go-go racer. That's so cute.
Yes.
Well, tell Mom you love her.
I love you there, Mama Lamont.
Tell her again.
Yes, okay. Hey, Mama Lamont?
Yes.
I love you. Hey, did the furniture come today?
Sure did. Uh-huh.
All right, I have to go now.
You know the way L.A. is.
Yes, I certainly do.
Okay.
All right.
Got her pegged.
Yes, okay. I have to go then.
Bye.
All right, love you, Mama Lamont. All right.
That's great.
I'll see you in about an hour and a half, sweetie.
Okay, baby.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
I would. In front of both of them, I'd strangle myself until I passed out. That would accomplish one of two things. Either A, I would pass out and I wouldn't have to listen to them, or they'd stop just to see what I was doing.
No, then they'd talk about you choking yourself.
Did you see the two of them sitting in your living room smoking cigarettes and talking like that there for hours on end?
Hey, it looks like he's choking himself there. Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. It looks like he's about to pass out there. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen there. Hey, do you have any more smokes? And both of them, for some reason, talk really loud. Maybe that's a northern Yankee thing to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can hear her mom through the phone.
Oh yeah.
Through the earpiece.
Uh-huh.
And they're both screaming at each other. You can hear her on the phone going,
I love you!
I love you too, Ma.
I can't wait to see you!
Like, Jesus.
That was fun.
What does the person on line 4 want, Dan?
Wants to talk to you about try to explain to you what the woman was trying to tell you earlier, the video game violence, TV.
Oh, okay.
She's got the explanation.
All right. We close, Eddie? All right. Yes, go. Is it Joe or Joey?
Joey.
Joey.
I was going to explain...
That's a cute name for a chick. I like that.
Hey, thanks.
Are you hot?
Oh, yeah.
Because I always think of Joey Heatherton before she went bad.
I was going to say.
Yeah. She used to have a TV show in the 70s.
I took it over. She didn't do it justice, so...
Yeah, okay, whatever. She used to have a variety TV show in the 70s. I used to take the little black and white TV, hold it into the bathroom, sit in the tub, and whack while I was watching that. I loved that show.
Yes.
Of course, she waits till she's 80 to decide to pull out her yams. I'm sorry, what did you want, Joey?
I was going to tell you...
How old did you say you were?
I'm 22.
Yeah, so you're still a hot one.
Yeah.
Are you married?
It's been a couple years, though. I mean, you know.
You married?
No, not yet.
Boyfriend?
Yep.
Too bad. All right, what'd you want?
I was going to tell you that the woman who was talking to you, she was trying to get you to admit that video games hurt kids. She didn't realize what she was doing because obviously she got all, messed up and couldn't explain.
Right.
But I think that was what she wanted to do, and of course you're not going to admit that because you believe that the parents are the ones that hurt the kids.
I believe the parents are more responsible than Xbox, Microsoft, GameCube, or anybody. The parents are ultimately more responsible than any other stimuli that the kids are going to come across.
I agree with you, but what she wanted you to admit is that the Xbox could, in fact, affect the behavior of the child.
I'm not going to do that because it's absurd.
Exactly, but that's what she wanted you to do. So I wanted to explain what she was trying to get you to do that you weren't doing and why she got pissed off and why.
I feel like I'm talking to Joey Heatherton. It just makes me horny.
I make you horny?
Yes, you do. Just the fact that your name's Joey and you're only 22. Where are you right now?
I'm in Fort Worth.
Oh, that's too bad. You want to meet up for drinks after the show?
No, I've got a boyfriend.
No, well, just one drink.
One drink?
Yeah.
No.
I'll meet you in the mid-city someplace.
Actually, I already have plans tonight, and I'm leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to Colorado.
Where are you going? You don't want to go to Colorado.
Oh, yes, I do.
Come on, we'll go have drinks. It'll be fun.
I'm going to Colorado. If I was single...
Yes.
And if I wasn't leaving for Colorado...
Here it comes.
I would do it.
Oh, okay. I was expecting the other one.
Yeah.
You sure? There's a great big thick finger in it for you.
No, I have 5 decent fingers of my own, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I have 10, but...
Yeah, okay, I got it. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. All right, thank you, Joey.
Great.
What?
L.A. knows this chick.
Oh, no.
Because she goes, you should have this chick on the show. Oh, what does she do? She can fist herself on the bobo.
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, dear God. Herself. How would you... I'm trying to reach around.
She stayed on me for about 10 minutes on that. She goes, wouldn't that be fun?
Interesting to watch.
JD.
Do you guys want to see? I'm sure we can have her up.
Yeah.
Do you?
Just on, you ever accidentally go to one of those websites and you go, oh.
I don't ever accidentally go to any website.
Well, sometimes you just click on things and it's not what it appears to be.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
What do you accidentally click on?
Well, like you go to an amateur site and it's fat people instead.
What are you doing on an amateur site?
Sometimes you change around. Sometimes a group site, sometimes an amateur site.
I never go to the amateur sites. I did one time and it was gross.
No.
Because it was amateurs.
Well, they're not all gross.
Most of them are. So do we want to see the beef fisting chick?
Sure,
yes.
Why not?
All right.
I'll talk to L.A. tonight. I'll get her.
Circus act.
I'll get her phone number. How do you figure you can do things like that?
Yeah. And how much practice must it take?
Hold on. Could I actually... I don't know that I could...
I can't even put...
I guess if you would bend over forwards... Could you do it that way?
Yeah.
I don't know, one day you're sitting watching TV naked, you drop a Cheeto and you start looking for it.
That's the part of it.
Yeah, I think the Cheeto went up my tuchus. Cheese it goes, Seriously, how do you... Would you have to put your legs up like you were in the stirrup at the gynecologist?
Either that or fold them back over your head.
I can't even imagine.
Your wrist doesn't go that way.
And I wonder if you work your way in or you just punch really hard till you hit it.
I think you work your way in.
You think?
Yeah, I think that's a slow process. I don't think that's something you just run off and do. Yeah.
I'm in.
Give yourself a big roundhouse. You know, you start preparing, you go around like this. No. Get some momentum going.
All right. Hey, good visual.
Yeah.
Great. All right, we'll take a break.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
Give yourself a roundhouse.
How you get momentum going. I think it's have to be a slow process. Now, you remember what Dr. Fedner's fingers felt like.
Yeah.
Imagine a whole fist.
Oh, JD.
I don't think I could do my fist for cash.
No. It takes, I mean, it would take a lot of time, and you have to learn to totally, I don't know how you do that sphincter muscle. Just doesn't stretch. I mean, you've dropped a brick. And I thought you were going to tear.
Nothing the size of my face. Yeah, I've had sometimes where I went, I'm going to just have to live with this. It's going to have to stay there until it either dissipates or goes back in. Because there's no way it's coming out without me splitting open. Because I've had them before where you're sitting on the toilet and it just starts coming out and you're going, does it have stickers in it? Yeah. Sock burrs? Yeah. I mean, what do you call it? Grass burrs? Yeah. That's what it felt like. It's coming out like, did I eat stickers?
Yeah.
Why does it hurt like that? And then it gets out and you look at it and it don't have no stickers in it. What is the actual name for those? Just burrs?
Yeah, burrs.
Yeah.
Knuckle burrs are the big ones.
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking about the little white ones that you get in your socks.
That's always called them stickers.
Yeah. Well, that's what it would feel like. You have stickers in your grunt. There's just some of them where it's coming out and you're going, all right, this is it. Yeah, Rocky cut me.
Episiotomy time.
I mean, whatever. Mickey cut me.
All right. Got a couple of things here.
How dare you interrupt my Dookie bit?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm done with it. What?
You done, Dookie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Stickers.
I got an email from a listener on the Hotmail account that says you're being hypocritical.
Why?
It says, what about rule number 1? Never tell anyone that you're dating the Rasiah.
Oh, you're talking about L.A.?
Yeah. I suppose I can excuse that one since she's already famous, but...
Well, we already had an on-air relationship, so that one's kind of for naught.
Right. But rule number 2, don't wig out about on-air bits. What's up with that?
I didn't have time to... All of this happened in just a flash. I haven't had time to give her the whole rules.
You're supposed to tell her the rules first.
I forgot. I didn't know. I had no idea this was going to last this long. You got to remember, she came into town, and she was supposed to leave Monday. And then Sunday, she goes, I decided I want to get to know you there, so I'm not leaving till Wednesday. And I know it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever to bitch and moan that you got one of the hottest chicks on the planet living in your house. But she is driving me nuts.
I think it's funny that you wait till she leaves to go up and whack.
What guy doesn't?
A porn star, Dad.
But she had to leave. She wasn't going to be there. He was ready.
No, but that's wasn't it. He was looking forward to her leaving. If it was just the sex, he'd have gone, hey, before you leave, will you just, and she would have. No, he wanted her to leave so he could be alone.
I ran upstairs and pulled up a different chick on the internet.
Someone else from your stable.
Yeah, better watch. She'll get mad. Kick over some more juice. You cheating on me there?
More juice. And she wasn't going to tell me I had to find it by walking in it.
Well, if it dries out before you get home, no harm done day.
Yeah, it is. It's still on the carpet.
Well, all right, I got it up. I use spot shot and some other stuff.
Another question.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about the Cuban thing anymore? Because
and by the way, tell the chicks not to listen to the show and don't pay absolutely no attention to what you hear. They don't work.
No, it does not.
JD's a prime example of that one.
Yes, it is. He is. Tim Rogers, the senior editor from D Magazine, left me a message.
This is the guy who was on the tape with Cuban?
With Cuban.
Yeah, what do you want?
He left me his number so I can get a hold of him. So he's in town. He's just off for a couple of days.
Yeah, call him.
Okay.
Call him, dear. We'll wait. Some hold music for you? And the chick up is going to fist herself.
That'll be fun to watch. I just want to see which way she goes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to go back and listen to the message again. It says that number's been disconnected. Let me try it again.
All right. That's all right. We got the hold music. We can stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get into details, but yeah, we had a fight Sunday about something you said last week.
What?
I don't want to get into it.
Well,
you start the fight again. I'm just saying, you're right. You tell them not to listen, don't hurt.
What did I say?
It was something almost a passing thought. And
all right, so I didn't go out of my way to piss her off.
No. You were trying to...
Had nothing to do with her.
Drag me.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with her.
I thought you had already explained to her, don't pay attention to the show.
A million times.
You cannot argue with me about anything on the show.
A million times.
All right, you've told her that.
Don't.
And what all right.
It's my fault for, you're right. What JD, I should do.
I heard you say this past week. What happened there? All right, your response to that is what?
I thought we said don't listen if something bothers you.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
You said that Sunday, and she continued?
Yes, she goes, I'm going to listen. I go, well, then. It was about the day I went out to lunch.
Well, it doesn't matter what it was.
That was just the deal. And it was passing.
All right, but you said...
Passing thought.
And what was the argument?
What was it about?
No, where were you?
Oh, we were in the car coming back from Shreveport.
So you were trapped?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you could just get up and leave?
No.
All right, so you said, we can't talk about this because it happened on the air.
Well, I want to straighten it out.
But we can't talk about it because it was on the air.
Well, we need to.
But I can't talk to you because it was on the air.
It bothers me. You talk to
and
me.
she kept saying that?
You talk to me about other things that are on the air. You like to discuss other things.
Never, ever. See, you've set the precedent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talk about other things that
don't. I would absolutely never talk about anything on the show because that opens the door. She goes, well, we obviously talked about the priest molesting the kids, so I can talk to him about something else he said. Mm-hmm. If you're going to stay with her, just plan on having this for the rest of your life. Why don't you just marry her?
No.
Why not?
We've been on this road.
I know, but why don't you marry her? Is that him, Dan?
He's on the hot.
All right.
She should be in the house every day.
Who should be in the house?
I said, then she'd be in the house every day.
Yeah.
I can't take that.
Timmy?
Yes.
How are you?
Very good.
Dad, what'd you do to piss off the Cuban?
What did I do to piss him off?
Yeah. Now, I've heard the audio off of the D Magazine website.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was it.
What prompted you to tape the phone call?
Well, I'm a reporter. I got a tape recorder hooked up to my phone at work.
All right, so you do. All right, so that's not an unusual thing for you to tape.
No, not at all. No, I mean, because a lot of times someone will be calling me back, and hey, Burke, give me 2 minutes. My 3-year-old's in here. Hold on. I know. I see your cheese. Give me 2 minutes.
Tell him to put his pants on.
You want to talk to Russ Martin?
Yeah, put him on. How old is he?
3.
Is he?
It's gone. It's gone. Tell him what you think about Mark Cuban.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm start to eat my cheese.
Yeah, you're doing what to your cheese?
I'm going to eat my cheese.
Oh, you're going to eat your cheese. Hey, we're going to have a lady come up this next week.
No.
Tim, you better get the kid off the phone.
Get your dad back.
All right, there you go. There's Burke. So.
Oh, what's he doing with his cheese?
He's getting ready to eat his cheese.
Oh, does he always come around and display?
He just likes to keep me updated on,
He likes to display what he's going to eat.
Right. Oh, yeah. My kid does it with his Cheerios.
How old did you say it was? 15?
3.
Okay.
15. Yeah. Daddy, I'm getting out of the sharp bus now.
Daddy, the cheese. I got to eat the cheese. Now that it's been cut.
Yeah, what's great is when we're in church and it's, quiet and he goes, I got to go poo-poo. Yeah.
Hey, Daddy. Oh, Daddy. Oh, you little stickers. All right, so,
sorry, that was a little off topic. I apologize.
That's all right. It doesn't matter to us. Yeah, okay. Obviously, you've never listened to the show, so it doesn't matter. So, first of all, I listened to the thing, and there were points to where neither you or Mark had really a valid point. You guys were just being chicks arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
I can see your point of, hey, you know what? You're a celeb. Right. This comes along with having a lot of cash, being in the public eye.
Plus, he had announced it on his television show.
Well, on his TV show, because I saw the best of this past weekend.
Yeah.
And he didn't say your name.
Isn't that his sticking point that you were...
Yeah. And he also... there's a publication, I've never seen it before, but it's called Courtside. And
you know what? Somebody just emailed me that. Go ahead and keep talking, and I'll click the link here.
He posed for the cover of a magazine with this woman, and she's got her engagement ring on, and it's clear as day. And there are pictures on the inside of him and her, and her name is mentioned, and clearly those photographs were taken before he gave me a tongue lashing. So
Here's what it says. It says there's a magazine called Courtside that got sent to season ticket holders about the NBA playoffs. Mark Cuban is on the cover with his fiancée sporting a huge rock. There's a 12-page spread where she is identified as his girlfriend, gives her name. Mm-hmm. I think Mark is upset because they are All right, are you digging into this chick's past?
No. All I did was I found out where she used to work. My wife happened to have worked at the same place. So through some of those people that used to work with her, all I was trying to do was, basically just find out, did she go to high school here? How old is she?
Why didn't you just call Mark and ask him that?
I did. I emailed him, and that's when he asked me not to report anything about it.
Okay, so you went to him going, hey, look, I just want to know what's high school. Now, was this going to be a, what do they call it when you're trying to dig up dirt?
Investigative report.
Was this going to be a dirt digging session?
No, it wasn't going to be a dirt digging. The interesting thing to me was he'd announced it on his television show, and no one really seemed to know about it. I mean, when I just called around and asked friends who would know such things, none of them really knew.
Why was this such a great story for D Magazine?
It wasn't. That's the thing. If he had just called me and said, look, Tim, you don't have a story. I've already announced it on my show. I've already posed on the cover of, for this Courtside magazine with her, so you're not reporting anything. And if he had just said that to me and we'd have had a gentlemanly conversation about it, you know what? There wasn't a story. It's just a stupid mention of...
Well, that seems like part of, he said that in the audio that we listened to.
Well,
he
started swearing right away. And so the story became his calling me and threatening to cut my nuts off.
All right, so if I understand this right, and you tell me if I'm wrong, you printed the story just to be an ass. Am I right? Because you just said it was the way that he approached it. Had he called up and went, hey, this is creating me some problems. I said some stuff I shouldn't have. Probably said if you guys wouldn't cover this, I'd be grateful. If he said that, you probably wouldn't have run the story.
Well, no, because that was part of it, too. I thought it was pretty silly that the rest of the media in town had not reported the story just because he had asked them to.
You printed the story because you wanted to.
If this guy lived in New York, I mean, the New York media wouldn't do that. They'd already be digging through his trash,
Well, you can't use somebody else's, what do you call it, method of operation. You can't use their MO as a reason for why you do it.
Well, that's why it was a story. That's the only kernel of a story to the story.
Now, how big was this thing going to be?
400 words.
That's a pretty big story about a chick. What's the big interest?
He's a billionaire. He's a very public figure.
Yeah, but she's not. So I get his angle on that, but he also can't call a publication and say, you can't print this. There's other stuff.
It's illegal to call advertisers and ask them to pull ads. He can't do that either.
Why can't he?
It's illegal. It's called tortious interference, I learned.
Why is it people can do it to us?
It's illegal. I don't know.
People do that crap to us all the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm not an attorney. I'm just told. Our attorneys told me that. That's, tortious interference.
So he actually called somebody and had them pull an ad?
No, he hasn't done that, but that's what he threatened to do. If you run this story, I will call all your advertisers.
Okay.
But he has the right to do that.
I don't know. I don't think
well, why is it we can't sue these decency groups that are all over our ass because they send letters out to our advertisers?
I don't know. Do you want me to give you the number?
What is this thing called? Hungry Man Portion? What is it?
Tortious interference?
Yeah, tortious interference.
Tortious or Porsche? Which is it?
I don't know.
We'll ask Everett. I can't believe this hasn't come up in the past.
Yeah.
All right. We'll say that is illegal. And he threats to do that. I would be more concerned about the testicle thing.
Well, and that was part of it, Russ. You're right. Once a guy says, I'm going to cut your testicles off, and then it became, all right, look, this is ridiculous. Now you're going to get it.
Now, personally what I would have done, even though I like Mark, but seeing how he's a billionaire, here's what you should have done, is save the tape, got off the phone, gone into a little janitor's closet, cut your balls off, stuck them in a little Dixie cup, called the cops, played the tape, and go, now how do you think it happened?
That would have been a bold move.
Yeah.
See,
there'd been a lot of cash in it for you.
I needed you about 3 weeks ago.
And a follow-up story.
Yeah.
Now, he was calling you before you printed the story, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when he got real upset. Mm-hmm.
I don't know whose side I'm on this.
Kind of gives you tired head, huh? Yeah, you know what?
But as it played out, had he called up and been a good guy about it, you wouldn't have printed it. So you just printed it because you were pissed off. That's the long and the short of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simply.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And look, come on. We know what business we're in. It's going to sell magazines. I'm talking to you. I've done other interviews. It's great publicity for the magazine.
It'd be like someone calling us and saying, don't do that on the radio. Even if it's something we didn't want to do, then we do it just to spite them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will tell you, most of the email, I've gotten a lot of email, and most of it is very pro-Cuban. So.
Well, I can, I understand his perspective on this of, I got a chick who has really nothing to do with my public life. We got enough problems with kidnapping and all the other stuff. Mm-hmm. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't print this. But the other thing is, it's already been in the media.
It's already been in the media, and you've gone on your television show to talk about it. There are so many, all the stuff I wound up reporting was just gathered from other sources, He did a huge profile in Esquire. most profiles of him mention this girlfriend, but they never say that,
Never say her name.
Did they do a photo shoot in his house?
For who?
Cuban?
For which magazine?
I don't know. But somebody?
He has, yeah. I mean, this magazine, Courtside, whatever it is, the pictures were taken inside his house with her.
Mm.
So, I mean, he can't have it both ways. Huh. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Being a public figure is just going to come out.
Yeah. Well, it's not to be rich and famous, and you know what? If you have a show called the Mark Cuban Show, it's not like you're really trying to stay out of the public eye.
Well, it's not the Mark Cuban and whatever his chick's name is. Not the Mark Cuban and what's her first name?
Tiffany.
Tiffany. It's not the Mark and Tiffany show. So that's why I understand the big interest. I just don't get the whole interest in her at all.
Well, I mean,
like when Troy Aikman has a baby, they put out a press release.
Emmett Smith has a kid. I mean, those are the celebrities we have in Dallas. I mean, they're B-list to the rest of the country. But
how come you guys don't ever do any stories on us? One of the greatest success stories in Dallas radio in the past several years, and I ain't gotten squat in D magazine.
I think you have to get engaged first. I don't know. Russ, would you like a story?
I'd love a great big, what do you call it, a fluff piece?
Would you?
That's what I want.
Would you like a fluff piece?
I want a fluff piece, and I want a fluffer right in front of the fluff piece. The only show that's come back.
Yeah. I believe Craddock's been in D magazine.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, he has.
No, that was before my time. I had nothing to do with it. I'm not a fan of the Craddock myself, so.
Well, I certainly would accept a fluff piece. On the cover. D magazine.
Oh, now you want on the cover. Now you're making demands.
Who speaks more for Dallas-Fort Worth than us? Thank you.
You guys?
Yes.
And no one.
Born here. Craddock wasn't born here.
Nope. Florida.
Thank you. Chapman? I don't think he was born here.
Nope. Boston or somewhere up north.
Yeah. Thank you. When will my fluff piece be in?
Well, we'll see what we can do for you.
All right.
Well, I mean, we get unfettered access, right? I mean,
yes.
Nudie pictures,
whatever. I got nothing to hide.
Absolutely.
Can I come over and go through your trash?
Absolutely.
Now, don't you have a dog that craps all over your apartment or something? Which one of you guys?
Over my house, yes.
Yeah.
I have a porn star staying at my house right now. Now would be the perfect time to come over.
Huh. How's that working out for you?
It's driving me nuts.
She's been in town since last Thursday. She's leaving tomorrow.
Now, when a porn star stays with you, is it like I hope it would be? Apparently not.
It's all of the sex and all of the chick things that come along with it. Just because you're a porn star doesn't mean you don't have the chick problems.
Huh.
Right now, she's got the little cotton fuse hanging out.
So, and she's all right with the dog crapping all over the floor and everything?
She don't live with me, so I don't care.
Oh.
She can crap with the dog. She's leaving tomorrow. All right, well, thanks for the visit.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
All right. Keep his home. Is that his home phone number? Obviously, his kid's in the background.
Yeah.
Keep that phone number. If I don't get a fluff piece in about a month, we're going to crawl up his butt.
Yeah, because he's the senior.
We'll send that chick over there that does the butt fisting.
That sounds funny just to say. That we know a chick that does that and threaten to send her somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes?
I can't wait.
I guess we got to write that fluff piece. All right, break again, Eddie?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, we'll be back.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
I didn't realize how much I love living alone.
I couldn't stand it. How much I love somebody. That's the biggest struggle, is to go back to that. Every day somebody's there, and it's just a little irritant.
When she's gone, you're going to miss her.
She's been saying that for days. You're going to miss me when I'm gone,
You will.
aren't you?
You will for a few days.
And, of course, you look at her and go, I can't wait. I'm sure I will.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Yes.
You'll miss the sex.
Yeah, I'll miss that. It's kind of cool having somebody there for sex.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I know, it just sounded odd.
And I don't know how tomorrow's going to come. Because, once she goes back to Jersey or wherever the hell she lives, she's probably going to cry.
She's attached. I mean,
I didn't believe it at first, but I'm with you on this.
Doing laundry.
All my laundry's hung up.
Worried about you.
It is. Clean, hung up. If it needed to be ironed, it was ironed.
Damn. You're kidding.
No.
She cleaned the house, too?
Clean up after we could.
But she couldn't clean up the orange juice there.
She did. She just couldn't get it all up.
Doesn't know how to use the cleaner.
I don't guess she knew I had one. But she tried. She got the pine saw there. Maybe she'll leave tonight.
Mm-mm. One more night of hot sex.
I can't have hot sex.
Oh, that's right. Well, she can take care of you.
Yeah. She sleeps right in the middle of the bed.
That bugs me.
Well, first of all, she's sleeping on my side of the bed and part of the middle.
Yeah.
Well, it's pushing me off to the edge. I don't like that. I don't like having my routine changed at all, except to having the sex with a person.
Well, shove her over to the side then.
No, you can't do that. I have to sleep over here on the left because I can't, because for some reason she's got to lay a certain way because of the gravitational pull of the moon on her boobs. And it's something she's got to sleep a certain way. So that was all night. She got up, went to the bathroom. I jumped back on my side of the bed. She comes back, bitches at me, and move back over.
And you keep telling yourself, it's only for a few days.
Yeah.
I know, I don't...
And once you're married, you just say to yourself, oh, you used to it.
Yeah, you just give up. Well, you give up. But I remember now being single, I look back and I go, I don't know if I could ever do the marriage thing again just for that reason. I like my privacy. When my kid's there, I can shut the door and he leaves me alone.
Yeah. And she's been really good about leaving me alone for the most part. When I go to work, go upstairs, or just any other part of the house, she didn't follow me around and chit-chat. She just leave me alone. Go ahead, you're on air.
Yeah, I was wanting to know, did your house smell like smoke when you got home?
Yeah, my office did because she was upstairs smoking in it.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh, my God.
And orange juice on the carpet.
Did you lay it down and tell her that she better freaking stop?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
Yeah. And then I get up this morning and she's smoking in my dining room.
Did she give you the emissions test yet? In those last 4 days? The thing you like the most?
You know, she hasn't. I should ask for that tonight.
Yeah, get that as a parting gift.
Yeah. The little tongue in that, and then the hand action on the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The full thing.
I would love that. I would miss her a lot if she did that tonight.
Just tell her how to do it. She probably knows.
Yeah, she probably does.
Yeah. Probably done it
probably did it to the donkey man.
Yeah.
I looked at the tape again today. The video of her and that guy with the great big schlong.
Bring that tape to me so you don't look at it anymore. Okay, I get something out of it, and you quit whipping yourself over it. Because you're watching somebody you're having sex with get pounded by a monkey man.
It was this long. I swear to God. It didn't even look real. I'm looking up, at his crotch area. I'm going, it's stitched on, or that's a prosthetic. That's not real. It was real. And she explains to me later how women don't like that.
Sure. I hate when they do that.
Women don't like a great, big, thick, satisfying...
No, they don't.
They like a little bitty short baby one, like what I got. 4. All right. Do we have to break again before Lycus? Yes, we do. All right. Go ahead, Sarah. You're on the air.
Hey, Russ.
Yes.
I called last week and told you about me wanting to have sex with my boyfriend.
Cheerleader.
Do you remember?
Are you the cheerleader?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
And I just wanted you to know that I broke up with him and I decided not to do it.
Well, that was nice. What happened?
Well, I'm just going to wait.
How long are you going to wait?
Hopefully until your next party.
Oh, hold on a second. Wasn't she supposed to come up here?
Mm-hmm. She was going to come.
Didn't we invite her up here?
Yes, we did.
How come you didn't come up here?
Because I had a game that day.
Yeah. What kind of game? School's over.
Do what?
School's over.
No, it's not. We don't even graduate till the 30th.
Oh. Would you like me to take you to the prom? You broke up with your boyfriend.
We already had prom.
Oh. You go to graduation and give you away or whatever they do there? What do they do?
Just walk across the stage
I'll
and
probably try to get into the anniversary party that you guys have.
Oh, that's not till next month. Why don't you come up to the studio on a Friday?
On Friday?
Yeah.
I have finals, but I think I get out early.
Do you?
I think.
Well, you could come by Friday.
Okay.
Wear your cheerleader outfit.
Oh, okay. Just, you can't tell anybody what school I'm from.
Oh, I won't.
Do you promise?
Yes, I swear.
I don't want to get in trouble.
I won't get you in trouble.
Okay.
I'm a little sweetie pie.
Okay.
All right, you want to hold on and Dan will tell you how to get up here?
I'm actually babysitting right now.
Oh, are you?
So I'm going to have to call back.
Okay.
But I'll see you on Friday.
Okay.
All right.
Get him some cheese. I hear they like that.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Baby, teenage cheerleader babysitting. That's the beginning of a porn.
Yeah, it is. All I got to do is go get a pizza and show up.
That's it. Or clean the pool.
Yeah. I think one of the videos that LA's banging this guy, the guy's cleaning the pool.
Oh.
She's like on one side of the pool and she looks over at him.
Of course.
And they look back and forth and then...
Things start happening.
Right. And then then the donkey comes out.
Out comes a Pringles can.
What do you got in your pants there? Yeah. Great and big, just like I don't like it.
You know, chicks all over trying to go, she's used that line.
Yeah. No, sweetie, yours is she's actually said, yours is the perfect size. Just big enough to hit my spot.
Yeah. Never mind driving 4 or 5 inches past that spot.
Yeah. She had an orgasm.
I know. I didn't say she didn't.
She's got strong Kegel muscles.
Does she?
Yes. Very strong. Almost lost the condom.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is good.
Very tight. All right. Let me grab this and we'll break and we'll come back and then we'll go away. Go ahead, Jerry. You're on the air.
Hi, is this Russ?
Yes.
Hi, Russ. This is Jerry.
It's Jerry.
I just wanted to say something about what L.A. said, that that women really don't like men with big penises or great big ones.
Yes.
It's true.
Why is that?
Well, because unless the female is just way too large, it's just it doesn't feel very good when it's that big.
That's what she said. She said you have to be really tall because your canal is longer.
Right.
You have to be tall to accommodate something schlongy like that.
I don't know about being tall.
Well, she just said your canal, yeah. So.
I would just think the more motion in there would be more likely to have her finish.
You just can't let this go, can you?
Sorry. No. I'm sorry.
I was on the road to believing it.
Well, there a woman called up and said it.
As we're looking at the video, I went, look how big that is. She goes, that's too big. I don't like it. Well, it's turning me on.
There, you said it.
Yeah, I said it. Now it's out.
It's out.
No, through the whole thing, she's looking at it. She's going, look at my face. I'm not enjoying this.
Oh.
I'm not getting that from your performance. I'm a good actress, Dad. All right. If she calls, we don't have time to talk to her. If she calls back, Dan, I'll answer the phone.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Wait a minute. Explain that again.
We used to have 3 minutes exactly of spots to run in the Leicas, and they've sold 10 extra seconds in there and shortened how much longer we can be on the air here, knowing that we go over every day.
They sold 10 seconds?
Yeah. So they have like network spots that they have to run to carry Leicas, and we have 3 minutes up until he's done. It comes in the middle of his break when ours breaks in. But they found 10 extra seconds to sell between us and him, knowing that we run over.
Do you understand that, Dan?
Yeah, I do, because what they did is they looked at the clock and said, look, there's 10 seconds in there, and completely ignored the fact that we go over every day, and that 10 seconds isn't really there. But they showed it to somebody and said, look, the clock shows that there's still 10 seconds left. Let's plug that hole.
Is that what you meant, Eddie?
Kind of. It was just that the fact that
I don't really care
it's
now.
selling our show during Leicas' show.
Oh. Because it's after 7:03?
It's after 7.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, so they're taking credit. They're saying it's still our show.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a sponsorship.
Pretty much, yeah.
Got it. All right, now I understand. All right. They know that we go over, so they're selling sponsorships past 7 o'clock.
This late break brought to you by...
Right. This late rambling stretch to 7:03 is brought to you by blah, blah, blah. All right. What was the story with the dresses? You were going to get us dresses. We're going to figure out who wore what size.
I have some dresses here, and I'm going to go pick...
Oh, they came up today?
Yeah, they sent some dresses over already, and I'm going to go pick out some more this evening from Whatchamacallit Fashions. Turns out the owner of Whatchamacallit is a listener.
What's the name of the place?
Whatchamacallit Fashions.
Who's on second? I'm sorry. Whatchamacallit's obviously
they're huge with like the prom dresses and evening gowns and ball gowns and stuff like that. And Bill is the owner, and he listens, and he said, "You guys want to try on some dresses? Here you go."
Okay.
So he's sent over 4, but I'm going to go over and pick up some more later.
Well, there was supposed to be a bunch in there. I mean, so we could figure out what size we wore. Right. So when somebody, like, if I fit into a size 7 and a chick calls up and says, I'm a 7, I know I don't want to have sex with her.
Mm-hmm. Well, they sent over 1 for each of us, so that's why I'm going to go back over there. We can do this tomorrow.
Well, how could they send over 1 for each of us? They don't know what sizes we are.
Guessing.
Well, they're not supposed to guess. We're supposed to go through all the different sizes and find out exactly which ones we wear. So if JD ends up wearing a size 8, I know I don't ever date a size 8 chick.
Well, the person I had telling him our sizes and everything, because he called while we were doing the show.
Right.
I had someone else here handle it for me, and basically someone here screwed up. Not
they effed it up.
Yeah.
Was it Chloe?
No.
Rob? That explains it.
I didn't want to say his name.
That's all right.
He was doing the best he could.
You're probably right.
Given his mental capacity.
Yes, you're right. All right, so we got those for tomorrow.
So, yeah, when I called Bill over at Whatchamacallit, he said we could have whatever we need. So.
Also, we got the audio from the Balch Springs Police Department. Why did it take so long? Eddie, we're going to hit like us late. I don't even care now. Let them sponsor it. We got the audio from the Balch Springs Police Department, which took, what, about a week?
Yeah, that's about the average time.
I'll bet you Channel 4 didn't have to wait no week when they got it.
I think they did, too, because it happened on the 24th. They didn't get theirs until, like, the 2nd or 3rd.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
That's about the average time. Anytime I've called for any of this stuff from Dallas or anybody else.
Was there any, because I only had the audio in my hand, was there any printed material that came with this?
They're still gathering all that together. We'll have that the next day or two.
Yeah. Want to hear a little piece of it? Then we'll play the rest of it tomorrow.
I didn't actually hear what happened on Channel 4. Do you know what part they played on 4?
I don't know. Okay. They just made it look, according to Channel 4, the accusations were it was racially motivated why the guy got arrested. He's a black guy out in the middle of the night at some housing development thing, and the cops don't know why he's there. And they arrest him, which I would have done, too, if he was black.
Stop it. No, you wouldn't have. Why would you?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Black guys running around your neighborhood. What are you going to do? Even black people would have him arrested.
Okay.
They would.
Are you fishing for angry people?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the line.
Now, the entire thing is 28 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's because it's they gave us the entire tape. From the time the camera started rolling till the time it was turned off, we got everything.
All right. We'll listen to a couple of seconds here, then we got to go.
I didn't throw anything at you. You didn't put it back in my head? Well, you didn't grab a hold of it, I guess. That's how racism was over with. You're the first one that brought up anything about race. You didn't get that back to me like I gave you, officer.
It's like the tape's slow.
Yeah, it's warbling.
Now you're superior right there. He's watching this, man. Come on, he's watching you act like a fool. I ain't acting like a fool. Come on, stand up. You can't lie. You about myself, man. I think something in this simple way. You can't tell me what I can and can't do. If I ain't break the law, sir, you need to just wait my life and let me go home.
I can't understand any of this.
Yeah. If I didn't break the law, sir, you need to cut me loose and let me go home.
You sure is. You're acting like a child. I thought I was a real Jesus. I thought that's all this town here got to talk about what they go through.
Well, the officer sounds calm and doesn't sound like he's antagonizing him.
All right, Dan, here's what we need to do is get David to take this tomorrow, take the original, speed it up a little because it sounds like it's about 4% slow.
Right.
Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 6.
Mm-hmm.
And EQ it because it's too hard to understand.
Right.
That's your superior right there. He's watching this, man. Come on, he's watching you act like a fool. I ain't acting like a fool. Come on, stand up. You can't know how I feel about myself, man. I think that's
and get me a Negro in here to interpret this.
Give me my license, let me go. Put him in jail for parked over 18 inches from the curb. Oh, shoot. I just put that 840 down like that. Damn, this is damn good. It sure is. It sure acting like a child. I thought I threw the mirror.
Yeah. All right. We're going to have to. I can't listen to much of that. Yeah. Especially if it's, would you say 18 minutes long?
28.
28 is the entire thing.
All right. We'll go through that. It doesn't sound like it started at the beginning of the stop. They're already arguing.
Yeah.
So there's something missing.
Okay. I haven't seen it yet. It was brought in and I handed it off to one of the production guys.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll fix that and we'll listen to it tomorrow. All right, you ready to get in?
I am.
All right. Go ahead and plug George. I want to try and get him to take L.A. out of the house tomorrow.
To learn more about the Russ Martin Show, to email anyone on the show, to get in the studio audience, or to get on the show's weekly email list, simply go to russmartin.com. To see the shocking perversion that is J.D. Ryan, go to johndavidryan.com. Visit Eddie's fascinating and dangerous website. Go to eddieBoyd.com to email us during the show and only during the show. Use the Russ Martin Show at hotmail.com. Limousine services for the Russ Martin Show, provided by Ultimate Limousines, the official limousine service of the Russ Martin Show. Just call George at 214-543-3736 for information about the rest of the station. Go to kyng.com.
Did you plug Eddie's site?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't paying attention. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you.
Bye.